Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and today I'm picking up where I left off in the Club Meetings mod for Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, we last left off, let's see, there's a big punctuation lesson from Yuri, which, it's kind of, Natsuki's reaction to it was kind of adorable. Saying she loves when Yuri gets all nerdy like that because it's hot, which like, you know, hard agree. It's I don't know, their interaction is always adorable. Hey, and Dev's here. Do you have punctuation on your phone? On my phone? Not sure what you mean by that. Is that a reference I'm not getting? I mean, I do typically type my stories on my phone. This is a meme? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I am not familiar with that meme. Par for the course, I suppose. Guess I'll just load this up then. We're up to episode 34, just 3 left before the end. Still need to find out what the heck is going on with Monika's plan for, you know, time loop stuff and whatever the heck Yuri's plan with whatever coding thing she's doing. There's still a number of dangling loose plot threads going on here. I still say like they should communicate better if they're going to be messing with the code that's, you know, governs their world and all that. And BGC's here, welcome to the stream. Dev, don't post memes in chat. Sure. Yeah, but yeah, I still feel like they should communicate with each other if they're doing things that like alter the state of their world and stuff. Like, it just seems like it's asking for trouble. Like, I can just imagine there being some kind of weird interaction between the things, each of their schemes that affect each other in negative ways. And again, who knows? Maybe they're actually working together. I mean, it is a little weird that Monika isn't objecting harder to the fact that Yuri isn't giving up the presidency. I mean, you'd think that considering, I mean, it's been established at this point that Monika has like actually decided that she's breaking the time loop, and she's communicated that to the other club members, or you know that hey, this time we're actually graduating, yada yada yada. Like, you'd think that she needs access to the code to mess around with that, and you'd think that she would have a vested interest in wanting to get the presidency back so she can continue working on that, and yet she's kind of like, she didn't even try. She didn't even ask, hey Yuri, how about handing the presidency over back again, you know, so we can do the thing that we explicitly were planning to do. So it's a little odd, and maybe it's going to be explained later, but whatever. Anyway, moving on. Episode 34. New member joins and the club considers the consequences. Let's read down to the scope of these dilated articles. Down to the scope of these dilated articles. Yeah, so insert your own pun about Ree's name there. Anyway, and so I'm waiting to hear back from over 50 colleges. 50? Like, okay. I guess that's part of the world building. I mean, I was saying before, like, is there even one college in this simulated world? I don't know. Okay, moving on. Tormuse has arrived. Hello, Tormuse. Okay, so again, you know, Yuri still has the presidency. Yuri goes hard. Yeah, so it seems. How's it going, Torm? Can I call you Torm? Hey, wait, what? Okay, this raises some questions. Like, does is this automatically truncating the username to 4 letters, or is this specific to my name? Is this another one of those Easter eggs, which it only comes out if it's specifically if the player is specifically named Tormuse? Find first 4 letters, or I wrote it especially for you. You decide. I mean, They're all, I mean, there are all kinds of ways. Like, if it just picks the first four letters of the name, there are all kinds of ways it can go wrong. Not the least of which is that uh, the player might have chosen a name as already four letters or less. Kind of also makes me wonder what happens if the player names himself MC. Does that cause some weirdness? I wonder. Related note, if you want some confusing dialogue, whenever turquoise comes out, name yourself, or name the MC the player. That way you get lines like Monica saying, I'm not talking about the player, I'm talking about the player. Anyway. Anyway, moving right along with Torm. I mean, okay. Torm just sounds right. I dig your mods. Sayori says no was hilarious. Okay, there you go. I guess that answers that. You're calling me out specifically. It's the Easter egg that Dev has been waiting for 3 years to get to reach fruition. Well, almost 3 years. Wait, when? Yeah, actually, I think when did shoot? I don't know. Moving right along. I mean, sorry. Like sorry, I should say that the references to Storm would have. I mean, Storm came out 3 years ago, but this, I guess this only came out last year, so I guess you've been waiting 1 year for that. But you know, got here just in time for this. Welcome to the stream, Spooky Spooky Waters. Oof, your name is the same color. I know sometimes this thing chooses random colors. Your name is the same color and almost the same length as Dev. So I need to, like, the monitor's too far back. I need to squint at the monitor to see who's who. But yeah, that's cool. Hey, Noski's played Sayori says who's that? That's kind of neat. I mean, we established that Yuri and Monica are the most, like, avid mod players of the group, and like Sayori is the least of them. But yeah, cool. Anyway, there's no comment about the fact that Yuri and Noski were making cupcakes in that mod. Anyway, you were saying, Yuri? 50 colleges? That seems like a lot. Well, I wanted to maximize my chances of being accepted somewhere. Plus, I wanted to try for a bunch of good science programs. What about you, MC? How many did you apply to? Only 11 for me. I obviously don't care as much about having a good science program as you do. Just apply to places that are kind of nearby, and to places that have kind of a range of quality. I want to make sure I get into at least somewhere, too. But I also wanted to try for some of the higher quality places, just in case. We got pretty good grades. Pretty good grades. Yeah, I basically took that approach to MC, although I tried for a few places with practical training programs. Like, I wanted to be able to do a side baking proficiency thing in addition to the normal degree, if I so chose. You and Yuri applied to a lot of different schools from each other. This reminds me, I should probably be looking at like I'm watching for focus changes. I noticed there were some notes in the bug hunting channel. People are commenting on Z order changes. I probably need to keep an eye on those too. So that's one thing I'm neglecting to check because I never really pay attention to that. To be honest. Anyway, what if you end up at different schools? Wouldn't that be sad? I mean, yeah, I definitely like being close to her more. And yeah, I'd be pretty bummed being away from her. But it's not like we wouldn't still be together even if we were far apart, you know? We'd still see each other. There are trains. It would not be the end of the world. Plus, it would make it really special when we did get to see each other, right? You know, again, like, you've control over, like, manipulating the world. Like, you can, I don't know. I still say they're underutilizing the abilities they have. Well, oh well. Absence makes the heart grow fonder and shit. I agree. Minus the and shit portion. Don't you censor me. I did a few more than Yuri, 62. I really wanted to try for some of the top schools. Still a little worried, Sayori. I'm a lot worried. I'm going to freak out if we all end up in different places. Sayo, I promise everyone will still be friends. And you'll make new friends too. I don't even want to make new friends. I want to keep you guys around. You're my friends. Plus, we don't even know how to run the weird reality stuff without the actual literature club at the school. Why does this background still have a cut-off cloud? Cut-off cloud? Yeah, moving on. This whole thing just really gives me anxiety. Well, I do think I have a way maybe to fix that. Yeah, I say glitch in the simulation, sure. Yeah, I still don't know. I don't get what they get out of this breaking the time loop thing. But yeah. Right behind Monka's hair when she's out of focus. Okay. Right by Monka's a Hoj hair strand. Is that a term I'm not familiar with? A vertical line cutting off a cloud? Okay, wait until she's unfocused. Cool, okay. Way to maybe to fix that. I'm not sure yet, but I do have an idea. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the little vertical line there. Yeah, glitch in the matrix. Or simulation, whatever. What is it? I think we've learned that surprises with this kind of thing are not good for us. Like, yeah, like MC, listen to MC here, guys. Natsuki's still actually looking worried there? Agreed. But I think that we can be discreetly enrolled as adult students here, just like Miss Ida was. The problem is that the game expects to find the time loop in the literature club. There are parts of the game's architecture that just don't make sense unless the time loop is affecting us. Yeah, like... I know, okay, moving on. And while I'm sure I could turn off the time loop, I'm not sure yet that what would happen. So we may or may not be able to do it. But I've been talking a bit with Miss Ida, and I'm still fairly optimistic that I'll figure out a way. Just enrolling us discreetly as adult students seems risky. What if someone at the school found out what was happening? Yeah, I mean... Or what if the school suddenly had to suspend operations for any reason, like a natural disaster? Do natural disasters even happen in this simulation? We might lose everything. I mean, yes, you might lose everything. This is why, like, it's really weird that you're trying to do this. Maybe. But I'm not sure yet how sorry. I'm not sure yet to do short of rewriting reality. Is it supposed to say how to do? Wait. What is the sentence? But I'm not sure yet to do short of rewriting reality, including other people wholesale, and that would be difficult. I'm not... What is this sentence? I'm trying to parse it in multiple ways, and I'm not sure... I'm not sure yet to do short of rewriting reality, including other people wholesale, and that would be difficult. Is it not sure yet what to do, or not sure enough how to do, or not sure yet what to do? Okay. Alright, I mean screenshotting it anyway. I'm not sure yet what to do short of... in that case, I have to put a comma after do. Not sure yet what to do short of rewriting reality, including other people wholesale, and that would be difficult. So, well, gee, Monica, maybe you should like make some plans, plans that require like you having the presidency, and like maybe you should have the presidency or something, and not be so. I don't know. It's just there's just so much like. Am I getting too hung up on this? I might be getting too hung up on this. I'm gonna move on. And questionably ethical. But enough about that today, yeah? How many colleges did you apply to, Sayori? Well, there are a lot of people that or like ending sentences with comma, yeah, question mark. I thought I noticed Natsuki's doing that a few times. I thought maybe it was just a Natsuki thing, but maybe it's a dev thing. I don't know, just an observation. Anyway. Just 7. The university that this high school feeds to, and then some of the ones MC applied to that I thought I could get in. Well, I'm proud of you that you got through putting in the applications. That's a lot of work after all. Yeah, it really was. Anyway, I don't want to talk about college stuff anymore. It's stressful. The less I think about it between now and whenever we actually have to make college decisions, the better. I think we should talk about doing a double date. That'd be cute. It leaves Monica out though. That's which is just kind of sad. Again, Monica's kind of the odd one out here. Natsuki and Yuri have been together for like ever at this point, and we have not done a double date once. Nerd, we all hang out together all the time. Guys, it's almost class time. We should get going. Yeah, Natsuki, but just hanging out is different from having a date. I want to go out together, like somewhere fancy. And we can be power couples together. I would like to know what exactly you think a power couple is. It's a couple that has power? Has power. I mean, she's not wrong. Monica can't know that the game's still on her right now. Man, the vibe in here is just different. Yes. Look, it's not my fault. No one is saying it is. It's just that... Ikuko walks in. Oh yeah? Oh, she's back? So. Natsuki, look, What? Spit it out. Last time you were here, you were a huge bitch. What is it that's so important that you've come back into my space to annoy me again? Oof. What could possibly... Oh my god, shut up, Natsuki, for 1 second. I came to say I'm sorry for being a huge bitch, but you're already trying to one-up me by being a bigger one. So what, So what? You're sorry, you're a huge homophobe, and now everything's going to be cool, you think? She's here to piss, yeah. Unthinkable in this bathroom, yeah, exactly. No, if you actually listen to me for a second, I'll explain, and things can be cool on my end. If they're not okay on your end, whatever. Just listen. Fine. I realize now that walking out seems really bad in retrospect. Like, it seemed like I didn't approve because you and Yuri are girls or something. And the truth is... I didn't approve. But it wasn't because you and Yuri were girls. I don't have any problem with that. It's just that... You remember when Ayami started going out with Hiraku? Me? Yes, you. Do you remember, Natsuki? Yeah, I remember. You said I was afraid we'd drift apart. Yeah, because you were. Oh. I get it now. Yeah, I was worried you were gonna F off and leave us alone more. When Ayami already was spending less time with us. Kuko, I didn't know you were upset about that. I thought I was still hanging out with you guys plenty. You are, I'm just a bitch about it. I just wanted things to stay the same between us, you know? And it was a lot of change and I just had trouble dealing. Yeah, I can understand that. Another one of my friends is having trouble with that right now, actually. But why so mad? You look so pissed that day. Okay, look, I'll just say it. I really think you're cool, Natsuki, and I've always kind of wanted to get to know you better, like your other friends do. Like half expecting Kuko to say that she had a crush on Natsuki, and that's why she was upset. Maybe we're not going to go there. Like Monica and MC and Sayori do, I guess, and Yuri, and then Yuri, who's like this complete spaz. Hey, watch it. Yeah, sorry, but you know what I mean. She's Yuri. She is kind of a spaz. Okay, fair. What does spaz mean in this context? I don't know. Anyway, so like, yeah, that Yuri not only gets super close to you, but is your girlfriend. Why does she get to know you better better, and I don't? She's using it in the British sense? Sure. I'm not even sure what that means. A peasant married the queen? Yeah. Yeah. Am I super lame to you or something? That's the kind of thing I was thinking, I guess. I was kind of jealous. Not like romantically or anything, just like I want us to be better friends. Instead, instead this thing happens that means maybe we'll drift apart a little more. I voted calm after instead. And I was pissed about it in the moment. I didn't even think about the possibility of it being taken as like a hateful thing, and that was stupid of me, and I'm sorry. I hope we can still be friends. Yes, of course we can. Thanks for telling me all of that. I know it probably felt sucky to say, but I respect it. And we don't have to talk about it anymore if you don't want. Apology accepted, and we are cool. Thanks, Matt. Hey, thank you for coming back and being upfront about things in the face of me being a bitch. Yeah. Wait, hang on. So you were jealous of Yuri? Spaz is a harmless word in American usage, but is used as a slur in England. I am once again implying rude things about Dev's mod. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hear the word spaz. I think like it's associated with like spastic, like someone who's, I don't know, kind of frenetic and all over the place. Which is like doesn't seem to describe Yuri, who's generally like really calm and composed most of the time, at least in this mod. I mean, vanilla game, she's like shy and anxious, and like, you know, Dev, why did you keep it? I don't know. It just seemed like a weird word to apply to Yuri. Maybe I have a different association with that word in my head regarding that word. Bummer. First they called Natsuki a fairy, now this. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's I don't know, it's a weird word. I mean, it's like, I mean, it's a slang word. It means whatever people agree that it means. I mean, if they're using it just as a generalized insult or something, then okay. And like, you know what I mean? Like some words, like people just use as a generalized insult and doesn't actually have an actual meaning, you know. I don't know. Like my own mental associations with the word spaz don't seem to apply to Yuri, so I was a bit confused. But anyway, moving on. God, not in that way. It's just that, you know, hey, hey, Ayami, we ain't talking. We ain't got to talk about this anymore. Let's just move on. Yeah, there it is again. You can unpack stuff later if we feel up to it. Sure. Well, now that we're all here, then, we need to find a way to get these two incurably single girls a partner. I really don't need one right now, anyway. And I don't need any help from you guys. Using yeah as a confirmatory? Excellent. Well played. I'm still waiting on the guy who meets my exacting standards. To meet your exacting standards, a guy would have to be tall when you felt in the mood for a tall guy and short when you felt in the mood for a short guy. Aha, this is where polyamory comes in. Or something. My sister bisexual? Yeah. I said this is bisexual. Yeah? Excellent. Yeah. There you go. Anyway, moving on. Sounds like a very reasonable ask to me. Tch. Ah, hello. I'm glad you've been brought here. I'm so pleased to learn what happened with the Kuko. I recall what happened when she first came out to that group. I was troubled, but sadly not surprised. I figured there would be some disapproval from that group, but amazingly, the worst of them ended up being accepting. Interesting that Yuri did end up learning her name, or she's just reading the name tags because she's president. Since I suppose that's a thing she can do. Yeah, I was sort of half wondering, like, maybe her time spent with Natsuki, she ended up learning them, but then again, episode 1 of season 3, when she had that conversation where she said, "Oh, I can't really remember which is which," she was already seeing Natsuki at that time, so whatever. And moving on. And jealous, supposedly, of my closeness with Natsuki. Not romantically, she claims, which I hope is true for everyone's sake. Anyway, what brings you here? I want to choose the other choice, which doesn't say didn't really have a choice in the matter. Where's the other choice? Okay, fine, it didn't really have a choice in the matter. Never occurred to Ikuko to join the literature club? Literature club, that's stupid? Anyway. Ah, yes, of course. How silly of me. It's so easy to forget, you understand. Especially when you're club president. You feel so tangibly accessible and yet so distant. It's interesting. The one thing that is lacking is a two-way method of communication. Well, I mean, that's, I guess that's why mods like Monica After Story exist. Provide some limited communication. I tried to build one where you could talk to me a little, but it was very finicky, as you doubtless noticed. No wonder Monica tends to rely on the menu system, although that, of course, has many of its own problems. Can I become best friends with Natsuki without putting in any work at all? But, exclamation mark, I've been trying to improve things a little. Interesting use of punctuation there, Yuri. And being president, you were canonically aware of the punctuation that got used there. Kuko's mindset about most things, yeah. It's not quite ready yet, but... hold on. Yeah, trying to improve things a little. She's saying that in the context of, you know, wanting to talk to the players, so is that the thing that she's been working on? Or is this another red herring? I don't know. It's not quite ready yet, but... I sense Masada and Ri are approaching. Talk later, I hope. Hello, Yuri-senpai! You know that just Yuri is fine, right? Yeah, it's just as... Oh, focus change fail. Ri did not focus there. Hold on. Or maybe she was still focused from when she entered. I'm just rewatching the clip, double checking that there. Yeah. That's what I'm fixing. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it's just a surprisingly hard habit to break. Are you all set for your first full club meeting today? Yeah, club meeting. Hey, title drop. I have my poem all written, everything. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm sure everyone will be really nice. All my senpais in the club have been really nice already. I'm going to head to class. I'll see you later, Yuri. Have a good day, Ri. I hope she never regrets joining the literature club. As do I. The rest of the club has agreed we're going to meet elsewhere after the normal part of the club to see Natsuki's mod and answer emails. Meet elsewhere? Okay, we don't know where yet. Oh, okay, we have not decided where yet. Well, you're always welcome at my house. Oh, that's a bit of a trek though, isn't it? Well, of course you live the furthest away of all of us, but it would be lovely to visit with you. I imagine you do not frequently entertain visitors. No, in fact, now that I think about it, I think maybe you all were the last ones to visit last school year. That's sad. And my place is horrid, really. Perhaps we should go somewhere else. Well, we can talk about it. I'd be very pleased to visit your place. Perhaps we can find a way to make it work. Perhaps. You are still worried about something, I take it. Yeah, I suppose I'm just worried about you all, and Ri. We still haven't figured out what will happen to everyone if you do graduate from here. Yeah, just give me 15 minutes before you come in. Frantically put empties in bags. Aw. Alcoholic Ida. Anyway, still haven't figured out what will happen to everyone if you do graduate from here, let alone what will happen to poor Ri. Even without a whole alternate reality she's not aware of, it's hard to run a club by yourself. Sudden graduation of all but one member of a club would be hard on anyone. Reality conduit or no reality conduit. That is so. Well, I mean, maybe someone should, like, deliberately fail everything so they have to repeat the year anyway. Sayori, take one for the team. Or something. I don't know. Reality conduit. Yeah. But I'm hopeful that Monica and I will work things out, with regard to us graduating at least. Yeah, see, Monica and I. See, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, maybe she and Monica are working together. That's why Monica was cool about letting her keep the presidency. It's just weird that it went uncommented on. There are a number of things that are have just gone weirdly uncommented on in this, and I know I keep bringing them up, and I should probably drop it and just keep playing and see what happens. Moving on. I didn't know you were working on it. I have been working on solutions to some of the problems presented by removal of the time loop, yes. As to Ri, I'm not sure what to say about that. Perhaps we can find her some other prospective members for next year before we go. She deserves to continue to have a friend group even after we graduate. She does. I just don't also want her to have a bunch of responsibility that she'll feel crushed by all at once. Yeah, I mean, she's there. She's there to make friends anyway. I mean, well, no use worrying about it right now. I'll see you after school, Yuri. Until then. The unique difficulties of our situation here. Perhaps someday we will be able to live normal lives without constantly worrying about a simulation, but not yet. Yeah, I put a comment for a day. And of course, as you heard, plenty of more prosaic issues are mixed in with those worries. I think I want to double check the meaning of prosaic for just having the style or diction of prose, lacking poetic beauty. Okay. So yeah, so like having to do with prose, I'm just... Oh right, I guess I should click on more definitions. Commonplace, unromantic, the masses were too preoccupied by prosaic day-to-day concerns. Okay, right. Basically more ordinary things. And yes, I know I've looked up that word before. I just forget. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I've already forgotten what it meant again, I guess. Anyway. Yuri, clearly you need to use that word more often. Anyway. Prosaic issues mixed in with those worries. Leaving Ri alone, potentially ending up at different colleges, all the stress of a time of life quite filled with change. To be honest, I was much braver in front of Sayori than I feel. I would actually be somewhat distraught if I were separated from Natsuki. I mean... I need to talk to her about it. You, too, should be prepared for change. I do not know what all the consequences are of our graduation, but one of them may well be an end to your spectatorship and participation in our lives. Oh, okay. End of club meetings. and you know, Dev has probably been just... all the promises of a season 4 have just been red herrings in themselves. I know. Don't say anything. There's a no spoilers please tag on this stream. Need to figure out which college I'm gonna go to. Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, it's rough. Yeah. Okay, I'm moving right along. At least as you know it. I know that may be emotionally difficult for you. Well, but such is fate, and it's certainly not guaranteed. Just a possible consequence. But As with Monica, you must be prepared for a separation you may not wish for. Just a warning from me to you. Anyway, I too must get to class, along with all the others. Be well. Open mouth fade out. Which high school club are you running? Right. And then I got to talk to Yuri-senpai. Or just Yuri, I guess. I'm noticing a lot of the phrase "just Yuri" creeping in here. I'm trying to... Was this after the whole "just Yuri" debacle? Or like before or after that, I wonder? I mean, it's... I mean... If the Just Yuri references are intentional, that this may be another one of those things that aged poorly. Kick-ass art club. Regular art club resents them a little bit. I'm sure. Just Yuri, I guess. She didn't want me to call her senpai. Ray, you don't have to call any of us senpai. Even though you're all my senpai? We don't care that we're all your senpai. It's way too formal. You need to break down all that cheery respectfulness you have. Get you into a setting where you can understand that the Literature Club is just a bunch of bozos who do not deserve your respect. And where we can get to know the real Ree. the real... anyway. We should do, like, karaoke or something. I'm not a very good singer. Neither am I. It's just about having fun. Trust me. No one's going to judge your singing. What about you, MC? You free tonight for... Is this a commas place, I see. After all that, all that punctuation discussion yesterday, well, maybe Natsuki fell asleep. Audio video club, we pretend to do club activities, but we actually just use the school projector to play Smash Brothers. Not a commas place? It feels like two separate questions. Like, what about you, MC? Question mark. You free tonight for karaoke? Question mark. I don't know. To me, it feels weird with the comma there, but maybe that's just me. Well, not tonight. No, I have some plans with Sayori, but I'm not opposed to karaoke in general. Maybe this weekend. Sounds good, bud. You and Sayori are so cute, MC. I'm so happy for you. They are totes adorbs. Kind of like another couple I know. Natsuki and Yuri are cute too, but in a different kind of way. It's like, it's a little more fighty. Well, I haven't really seen them fight that much, but yeah. Wink. I'm presuming that's supposed to say scene with an N. Haven't really seen them. Yeah, sure. Like, you and Sayori are pretty similar, but Natsuki and Yuri are pretty different. Love can work in so many beautiful ways. Gosh, okay, that's enough. Sorry if I embarrassed you, Natsuki-senpai. I mean, Natsuki. Anyway, I think the break's almost over. You know, Ri, it might surprise you to learn this, but sometimes we talk during class. I know maybe that's shocking behavior to you, but we live life on the edge here in the Literature Club. I mean, that's, there's such bad influences on Ri. I mean, like, first, like, sneaking out to go disrupt Miss Ida's date, and now talking in class? My goodness, how scandalous. Anyway. Hee. Another open mouth fade out. And so I think it's... Everything okay? Yeah, sorry, I just got distracted by another train of thought. Another train of thought, or the player's watching, and I have to conceal what we were talking about for purposes of pacing this story, because we still have 3 more episodes left in the series or season. Yeah, like just like you know, in the last episode where, like, you ask Yuri directly what she's working on, and she says, "Oh, I can't talk about that because there's still 3 more episodes in this season, and we need to pace the reveals." I mean, not exactly, but you know, moving right along. Just Yuri, basic storytelling, really. Exactly. Oh yes, sorry, I just got distracted by another train of thought. I was saying I think it should be possible. What about your half of the problem? Any progress there? Well, yes and no. I have definitely made progress, but it might be towards a solution I have no intention of using. What is it? Honestly, I mostly think that you all would be better off not knowing. Yeah. Out. Uh-oh. Well, that's just not ominous at all. Is is Monica still able to work on it while not president? I mean, she I don't know. I mean, for that matter, I mean, there's some other like world building questions, but like when they make their mods within the mods, like they explicitly working on non-sentient copies of themselves. But it seems they're able to assist each other. So like I don't know what degree of assistance they're applying. Like is it something? Is that bit of coding something they can do when they're not president? I mean, are they able to like do practice coding things when they're not president? Like, is Monica able to continue working on the problem when she isn't president? Like, I don't know. I mean, she was apparently able to do things when she was in non-existence, back in, episode 26. I don't know. So many questions. Okay, I'm gonna just move on. It's nothing that's going to affect you guys at all. It's another one of those things where it's less comfortable to know what it is. Okay. I see. Well, time enough to talk about that later, I suppose. Not too much more time left before graduation. It's only a little more than a month away. I mean, yeah, that's part of the reason I'm like, Monica doesn't have much time. What? It's whatever. True, but we can freeze time at will, should we wish. Yeah, it's just I don't really like to do that unless I have to. It messes with the simulation in unpredictable ways, and I do not like unpredictable. Come now, Monica. Unpredictability can be a source of inspiration, not just danger. Maybe, but I know which one I like better. How often do you really expose yourself to situations which aren't predictable to you? It seems like you always have control. Not right now, I don't. Besides, you like things to be well ordered yourself. I've had to take chances. Especially recently, I take lots of chances. Exclamation marks. Yuri being a little excitable at the moment. Oh yeah? Most certainly. When I told my parents about Natsuki, I did not know what would happen. Oh, come on. They're your parent. They're your parents. Were you honestly afraid of how they would react? I mean, I can't say I know what it's like to be in a same-sex relationship, but that seems like something that would be stressful regardless. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure. I mean, plenty of people are closer to their parents than I am. But I don't know. Moving right along. Not afraid, no, but I did not know how they would react. So we're gonna get a flashback? No. Thank you for spending time downstairs with us today, Yuri. It's a rare treat. Yes, yes. So, why are you out here, kiddo? Can I not come out to the living room in peaceful silence without some motive? I mean, you can, but you wouldn't. Without any particular reason, you'd be upstairs reading a story about some huge evil and heroes and magic and saving the day and things like that. My tastes in fantasy are more complex than that. Hey, kiddo, you can say that all you want, but there's nothing wrong with that kind of story. Those are great stories. I don't blame you. But all the same, you wouldn't be down here not reading unless you had a good reason. Perhaps a desire to spend more time with my dear family is sufficient reason. I mean, I'm presuming this is a... Like, it doesn't have the staticky stuff, but I'm presuming this is a flashback to her coming out from the context of that conversation with Monica. And Lord Casino's here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Oh, Yuri, honestly, we love you very much and we're glad to spend time with you, but we know that's not true. Won't you tell us what you're here for? Fine. What, so Yuri did intend to come out, but I mean, I was going to say, was this an example of Yuri lying for no particular reason, except that, I mean, she did just pose it as a question, so... So maybe she can mentally frame that as, I didn't technically lie, I just stated as a question. Static seems to be only for scenes that have already been seen? Okay. I mean, because this is my use of the static effect? Anyway, see, I told you it was something. Hush, she's going to tell us. So, I'm dating someone. It's... Oh yes, it's that girl you've had for dinner, isn't it? Natsuki, right? I'd put a question after it, isn't it here? I don't know if that counts as an error or anything, but... For goodness sake, don't interrupt her. Oh, I'm just eager to be happy for her. Yes, it's Natsuki. Was it that obvious? Well, I had my hopes. I agree, +1? Okay, cool. Maybe I should screenshot after all then. Just gonna position it at the bottom, so otherwise I'll look at the screenshot later and go, why did I screenshot this? Anyway. Well, I have my hopes. It's so unlike you to bring any friend home at all. Or to have friends at all. Yeah. It reminds me of... I'm just reminded of... I mean, I guess I can say... at my former workplace, one of the receptionists had... female receptionist who had a female friend who routinely visited her like after work, and I always wondered if there was something between them. Like, you know, they might have just been friends, but it's just like the girl in question, she's always like so shy and so bashful and just hang out waiting for you know, said receptionist to be free so that they could leave together, and it's just I don't know, it's as much as I say, oh, it's creepy to ship real people together, I did kind of I just did imagine it would be kind of adorable, and I don't know, I sometimes regret that I never asked her if there was something going on there, but that probably would have itself been an awkward question to ask. This girl you had for dinner, yeah. I don't know, sorry, I just randomly reminded me of that. Anyway, moving on. So when you brought Natsuki home, I was really hoping you might be getting very close to someone. Well, I'm glad you're happy about it. Of course we're happy. You should bring her over more. Hey, Dad spoke for once. Maybe Yuri was uncertain about coming out to her parents less because of how they'd take it and more because she was worried about getting roasted the whole time? I mean, yeah. I mean, arguably that's at least part of the reason Natsuki was reluctant to come out to her friends and so on. So yeah. I mean, it's part of the reason why Natsuki came out the way she did, just angrily trying to head off any possible counter criticism or whatever. Anyway, moving on. You should bring her over more. I will, Dad. I'm very pleased you found someone, Yuri. And proud of you. Aw. Thanks, Dad. And I'm proud of you, too. I know, Mom, I know. Me too. Thank you. This has been less stressful than I feared. Should we tell Shobu? What would we even tell him? What do you mean, what would you tell him? That you're dating a girl? Like, what do you mean, what do you mean, what would we tell him? It's, why would that be a difficult concept for him to grasp? Like, he's not old enough to have absorbed homophobia, I would hope. Like, what, you know, like you can, surely you can tell him, Natsuki is very special to me, I love her very much, or something like that. I mean, that's not a difficult concept to grasp, I would think. You know, like, isn't, you know, sure, whatever. Moving on. That you're gay, I guess, and you have a girlfriend. I have been told that the proper term for what I am is demisexual, and that I am attracted only to certain people I grow very close to. Aw. And she learned that from the emails. As much as they're like this bubble thing in this, I guess maybe we are getting the email responses bleeding into not real life, but into the real story, I suppose. Anyway, moving on. But what would I even tell Shobu? He's too young to understand. Like, what is there to understand? Like, you don't even need to use the word gay. Like, I mean, or whatever. They just say she's the girl that you love. Like, why is that? Why is that a big deal? Besides, he'll see that Natsuki's around me and that I'm fond of her. And if he asks me about it, which I'm sure he will, I'll just tell him as best I can then. No need to go out of my way. And that's fair too. We'll talk about it in our own time. I just don't want him to think this is some weird thing that needs to be brought to his attention. He's curious about the world as it is. He'll figure it out. Yeah, that's fair. All right then. Well, we should do something to celebrate. You want to have her over for dinner tonight? I would say yes, but I think she's expected at her own home tonight. Sometime soon, perhaps, instead. Of course. It sounds like that worked out pretty well for you. Mostly, yes. Mostly? Well, they still don't quite comprehend Natsuki's home situation. You mean her dad? Yes. It's hard to communicate how Natsuki's home life works. It goes beyond just him being strict with her. There's a lot of history there. Yeah. So mostly I don't talk much to my parents about it. Yeah, I mean, like, in addition to the strictness, there's some resentment about presumably the way he treated Fuyuki. Like, that in itself, considering Natsuki's like emotionally very close with her sister, that would strain things in itself with her dad, I would think. Even if things are better between them now. Anyway, between her dad and Fuyuki, I mean. Anyway, they just know that he's kind of strict, and she's not always free to join in fun things that we do. Different family cultures. Yes, I suppose so. So that's been difficult to relate. It is a cause of occasional concern to them, since they are very hospitable and curious and want to have her over all the time. But as yet, that is only rarely possible. Might become after yet. Or wait, yeah, I guess maybe, but as yet, that is only rarely possible. Yeah, well, whatever, moving on. Especially since she has limited mobility with living a bit further away and all. So, how do you guys spend time together? I go and visit her mostly. Really? With her dad there? I mean, he seems kinda... I have yet to be introduced to her dad. Oh. Oh, although there has been some progress in that direction. Oh yeah. A couple weeks ago, after Miss Ida's date, Natsuki did tell her dad about me, even if I have not met him yet. Oh, well, that's some progress, I suppose. Yes. I was so excited while it was happening I could barely contain myself. You being that excited, Wait, how were you excited while it was happening? Were you there? Well, no. I was just aware that it was happening. Ah, right. Usually I'm so intentionally tuned out that I don't pick up on that level of detail. I put a comment for usually. I guess you've just happened to stay on as the acting club president for... You've just happened to stay on as the acting club president for a while now? Yes. Oh, by the way, speaking of graduation, aside from all the game stuff we've been working on, have we given any thought to what we want to do? What we want to do? Yes, as in, do we want to have a celebration of some kind? Huh. Ah, I hadn't given any thought to that. I guess you've just happened to stay on as the acting club president for a while. Like, this is the only acknowledgement we've gotten to that. Okay. And it's the only acknowledgement, and then we just moved on. It seems like a good idea, though. I'll ask everyone. Or maybe I'll just put Sayori in charge of coming up with something and see what happens. I'm sure she'd take it seriously. Of course she would. She's so worried about graduating, so I just... Yeah, just give her something extra to do. Great. the one with... give the person with the most executive dysfunction out of the whole group something extra to do. Woo! Anyway, she's so worried about graduating, so I just thought maybe giving her a task to focus on would be a good idea. I leave the decision in your capable hands. Alright, see you at club, Yuri. Until then. See, that time they had a closed mouth fade out. There's no consistency. So, did you manage to convince Ree to come to karaoke? Yeah, although it won't be as fun with just me and her and Yuri and Monica. You sure I can't get you guys to come? I know it's date night or whatever, but still. You could do both your one-on-one lovey-dovey stuff and still join us. Well, normally I'd say yes, but today isn't just date night. Today is actually... Oh? Well, say no more then. Hmm? Today is actually ... I mean, not like their anniversary, surely, or something like that. I mean, they got together at the end of season 1. I don't know how much this correlates with real time in terms of the number of episodes or anything. So it wouldn't be her birthday, because her birthday was the midpoint of the season last time. I don't know. I'm just going to move on. Say no more then. I hope it goes well. Yeah, me too. So, hey. I don't know what you're doing this weekend. Maybe you're doing more hang out with Sayori, but hanging out with Sayori. I know they're past the use of the H word and all that, but just this sentence by itself. That's the kind of sentence that trolls use. Anyway. Also, this feels like a commas place. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, moving on. If you have any free time when you could fire up the old PC, I am in search of a gamer for online co-op purposes. What a coincidence. I am a gamer. I do not doubt it, good sir. But we shall see forthwith if thy skill matches thy words. Wow, you really are spending a lot of time with Yuri recently, aren't you? Yeah, so what? What of it? We are girlfriends. Super gay girlfriends. We kiss. Oh, she said it with her mouth closed. I'm assuming that's an error. Time. We kiss. Yes, I know. On account of how you say it every chance you get. I had it bottled up for so long. So now I guess I'm super eager to overshare. Especially with you guys, since I know you'll be cool about it. Yeah. Guess I take it for granted everyone would be happy about me and Sayori. Yeah. Not everyone has been like that with you guys. No. Although Kuko, who I thought was against it, actually was just scared of losing me as a friend. So that turned out to be nice to know. Oh. That is nice to know. I've only heard about how she reacted. Like, that was something else. Yeah. Heard about what happened, though, with that one student. I mean, with Yuri. Yeah. Yeah, that was That was unfortunate. Yeah. Sorry you had to go through that. It's all good. Sticks and stones and whatnot. Yeah, true. Plus, I bet it was at least a little cool to see Yuri literally fight for you. Or maybe not? Well, I mean, kinda and kinda not. Like, yes, it was really cool to see her care about me that much. Pretty heart-fluttering, not gonna lie about that. But at the same time, I don't know. It's not like Yuri to be violent. Yeah. I mean, like between like the you know the whole like self-harm post letter delivery and that there is a creeping sense that you know Yuri's experiencing some degree of loss of control, like where Natsuki's concerned. Whatever happened to that student anyway? No one's seen them since. I was thinking that, you know, I was wondering if Yuri's coding shenanigans included some kind of extra punishment. Guess it was just a coincidence that a perfectly bisected heart was found at the school's gate the next day. What? Yuri introduced them to the wheel? Oof. Anyway, moving on. It's not like Yuri to be violent. I don't think I like it. Like, one of the reasons she's so cool is that she's always super chill. And, I don't know, seeing her get all violent and angry was really weird. She didn't get mad in some super... sorry. She didn't get mad in, like, some super loud angry way. She was so cold and awful. I don't know, I feel like I'm not getting it across well. I think I get the idea. Maybe I'm just concerned based on the history. Or like the Act 2 history? Just out of character for her? Last time she was that weirdly out of character and emotional was when she freaked out and stabbed herself. I mean, yeah. And you know, and Natsuki's aware that Yuri self-harmed rather badly after the letter delivery. So that's you know, this is like this is her Natsuki's version of the door outside Sayori's room. Yuri, hi, what's up? Have you seen my sea of human eyes extending endlessly in all directions? This is my friend Markov. Yeah. Anyway. Freaked out and stabbed herself. Well, I would definitely empathize with being worried about trauma from that whole time period. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, has MC talked about the whole, you know, outside Dusari's door thing? Yeah, I guess he would. Anyway, I'm not super worried or anything. It was a pretty serious situation. Yuri hasn't been like that really since then. Although she does seem a lot more distant. She's always kind of distant. Yeah, true. But, I don't know. More so? I would have written more so as one word. I mean, that's typically how it's written. I don't know if that counts as an error. I arguably it could work with as two words there, but I'm just curious. More so or more so? Both correct but in different contexts. I don't know. I mean, it's... Yeah, I'll screenshot it anyway. I don't know. I just, in my mind, more so in this context is typically written as one word. Anyway, like, her mind is always somewhere else, even when we're together. Anyway, it's nothing serious. She's mostly fine. Not sure why I started blabbing about it. Well, I mean, with the fact that if that's on your mind, it might mean something there, Natsuki. Incidentally, this entire conversation is really interesting. We don't it's neat seeing this one-on-one interaction between Natsuki and MC. Like, and they're having like an actual heart-to-heart about stuff. Like we seldom see we seldom see like Natsuki and MC interacting one-on-one at all in this mod, and when they do, it's usually like banter about games or something. So this is kind of neat. I mean, they're in a position where they I mean, both of them have walked in on their girlfriends after the said girlfriends had killed themselves. So that's something they have in common at this point. You know? Anyway, moving on. You can blab at me anytime. Gotta pay you back for deigning to let me play video games with you somehow. Yes. Yes, of course. She's getting a lot of one-on-one time with the club members this season. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Woo, character development and all that. Another open mouth fade out. That was a weirder open mouth fade out there. Yeah, I really want MC to have more relationship building with individual other characters. Cool, very cool. There's a low murmur. The club room feels fuller than usual with 7 people in it. Yeah. Okay, everyone. You can go back to free time in a moment, but for now, let's come to order. I put a comma after now. First of all, I'd like to officially welcome our newest member, Rie Takasashi. There's enthusiastic applause from the other members of the club. We're so glad to have... Focus change fail. That was a focus change fail, right? I'm not imagining it. Yeah, just double checking. Yep. We're so glad to have a non-senior member, finally. And we hope, Rie, that you'll be able to carry on the legacy of the Literature Club once we graduate. Thank you so much for letting me join. I'm going to do my best not to let you down. I don't think you possibly could, Rie. That could be taken multiple ways. We have such low expectations of you. You're not going to let us down. Anyway, now, on to the rest of the meeting. Our agenda for today is as follows. First, we'll have some free time, maybe 45 minutes or so. Following that, we'll share the poems we wrote for this meeting, and then we'll be done until next time. Alright, with all that said, free time. I'll call everyone together when it's time for poems. The Literature Club splits off into smaller groups. Which group to visit? I'm going to save. MC and Miss Ida. Oh, get it. Mikaida interaction. Monica and Natsuki or Rie, Sayori, and Yuri. Okay, who do I don't know if we're going to get to visit all 3 of the groups, but I mean, we were just saying it was interesting to see the MC Doki interactions, so getting some interaction with Miss Ida could be interesting. What could Monica and Natsuki have to talk about? Rie, Sayori, and Yuri. These are some interesting pairings going on here. Let's go with MC and Miss Ida first. Hi, MC. What brings you out here? Needed a break from all the girl energy. Something like that, yeah. I love the club, but yeah, it has a lot of girls. Sorry, you don't really get a break from it out here. Just another girl out here, I'm afraid. Yeah, I guess so. Tempted to put a comma after here. Still, it's nice to see you. High school girls are something else. No worse than high school boys, I'm sure they'd say. Yeah, I guess so. They're not surrounded by 5 high school guys all the time. I guess that's true. Still, I'm betting that a lot of guys your age would be fine with being constantly surrounded by 5 wonderful ladies. And see, I'm looking for the woman energy now. Nice. Very funny. Very good. This makes me wonder if we're going to get introduced to the alleged MC's alleged male friends that we hear about periodically, that he's drifted apart from, but still sees occasionally. Allegedly. Maybe so. But I'm only interested in one of them. Are you coming to Yuri's house afterwards? That's where we're supposedly doing Natsuki's mod and answering emails. Yes, I'm tagging along. If for no other reason than to reassure Yuri's family if and when we do secret club stuff. Hmm? Yeah, I mean, how would they do like the mod and emails and stuff at Yuri's house where there are like all those other people there? Like her parents and her uncle and her little brother. Like, can she actually be assured privacy to do that? Like, she says she can't even get the privacy to read on her own. Read. Anyway. Be sure for Yuri's family if and when we do secret club stuff. It'll be more believable if a responsible adult tags along with some unexplained secret club stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks for helping us out like that, by the way. Yeah, of course, my pleasure. Least I could do. Plus, this way I have something interesting to do tonight. Hopefully you have more interesting things to do than babysit us. Family assumes that the club is her polycule. Yeah, there you go. I mean... I mean, we already established that her mom assumed that Natsuki was her girlfriend, just because she's the only person she ever invited over. Anyway, moving on. What happened to you and that one guy, the accountant? Oh, things are actually going pretty well with him. I've decided I'm not going to see any other guys while we're still going out. He's pretty interesting. Ooh. We're going out again this weekend. But I'm trying not to see him or call him all the time. Don't want to be too needy, so don't worry, I've got plenty of time to spend in the club. How tantalizing. Will you tell us more later? If you want, I mean. I know we're kind of prying when it comes to your love life. I mean, yeah. But we just want to see you happy. I know. I'll tell you guys more later when we're not doing official club time. Fair enough. More open mouth fade out. Which group to visit? Okay. Let's check on Ri. So, of course there's MC. He's really nice and will help you with anything if you ask him. Although, maybe don't ask him for help too much. Is this a jealousy-related comment here? He'll work himself to the bone for you if you let him, so it's best not to take advantage of that too much. I see. Anyway, I'm also super glad to help you or talk to you about anything if you want. Like, anything? Natsuki-senpai says you're very friendly, and we should get along really well. Oh my gosh, yeah! I think we will get along super well. I'm glad. This is so exciting. It's been kind of... I'm giving this kind of the same voice, darn it. Oops. Been kind of a long time since I made new friends. I'm really happy that you're being so friendly. Of course. Anyway, yeah, then there's Natsuki. Sometimes she says things that sound mean, and she likes people to think she's super tough, but deep down she's really a big softie. I just think sometimes she likes to have fake arguments with people as a sign of affection. Time to put a comment or sometimes. Or sometimes real arguments. It's hard for me to tell. Natsuki-senpai was very nice when I wanted to join the club. She really looked after me and told me what to do and how to join, and plus she said she'd talk to all of you about it. Yeah, she did. Of course, come to Monica if you have any questions about the club, like administratively, I guess. Like, if you need to show proof you're in the club. Ooh, or also, if you want candy, Monica has a snack basket. I'd definitely be interested in a snack basket. Yeah! Sorry if it's empty sometimes. Other people also like the snack basket. And other people. Anyway, yeah, Monica, very nice. Usually pretty busy. And finally, there's Yuri at your service. this sudden pop there. It was interesting. Sorry, I need to see that again. Anyway, okay. Yuri, at your service. So yeah, that's Yuri. She's really good at sneaking up on people. Hi Yuri senpai. Hi again, Yuri senpai. Please, like I said, just Yuri is fine. Sorry, it's a really hard habit to break. Don't worry, I understand completely. Oops. Yuri's gonna be crushed the first time Nat starts a fight with her for seemingly no reason. Yeah. That's good. Unless you're a labo like Ri here, haha. Or Ri sobbing, world ruined. Aw. I understand completely. Yuri's really smart. Usually she's always also kind of quiet and likes to do her own thing. But recently she's been a lot more outgoing, huh, Yuri? I put a comment for recently. Somewhat, perhaps. It would be difficult not to, spending this much time with my beloved. Aw. She and Natsuki are going out. I know, Sayori. I'm pretty sure everyone at the school does. Well, Reed, I welcome you once again to the Literature Club, and I hope you will find it both a wonderful place to spend time and a good source of friendship. Me too. Thank you, Yuri. Thank you for joining us, Reed. I think you'll be an important part of our group. Oh, mouth fade out. And moving on to Monika and Natsuki. So then she said, if it must indeed be so. Is she recounting a story about Yuri here? Adorable. And it's like, number one, seriously? And number two, how could I ever not love her, you know? Yuri is indeed a pretty special lady. Yeah. Oh, hey, that reminds me. There's this other time recently when Yuri and I were at the park, right? And we saw this guy, and I was like, okay, you still with me? Yes, of course. I was listening, Natsuki. Continue. Well, sorry. Sorry, I feel like I missed something there. Monika just had a dissonant expression. I was distracted because I was like trying to see if I could pour myself some more water while still reading. But maybe it was a bit too much multitasking to attempt. And OBS disconnected. Darn it. Check, check. Is this thing on yet? Check, check. Am I back on now? Hello? I okay. Just wanted to look at a thing. Okay, maybe it's trying to tell me I'm doing too much of reviewing clips and stuff. Connection unstable. Hello? Check, check, check. Is this thing on? It still says the session is an hour 19. It said reconnected. Oh, yeah? Okay, hi? Okay. Alright, okay. Sorry about that, folks. I zoned out, sure. Yeah, I don't know, I don't know, maybe it's just, I don't know if it's a problem with my internet. Like, I'm still able to, like, I don't know what the issue is. If it's with the software or with the internet connection or just maybe my computer hardware just can't handle certain levels of, I don't know, bandwidth or whatever. It's just weird. Every once in a while it just randomly cuts out for a few seconds and then comes back again. It's kind of annoying because I think I lose viewership every time it happens. Anyway, moving on. Maka, are you sure you're okay? Yeah. I mean, if Monica is like experiencing loneliness or whatever, she might not. I mean, like I have considered, like especially considering like after Sayori's blow up in last season, mid season 2, you know, like even though Monica and Sayori reconciled and stuff, and like that event in itself could act as a, you know, traumatizing like agent to Monica and make her feel like she can't talk about her problems, because like one of the things that Sayori was like really rubbing in Monica's face was that she keeps going on about how hard things were for her in the original game while actively torturing everyone, and that sort of thing might very well make Monica feel like she has to keep all her problems to herself and just bury everything, which, you know, not healthy and stuff. So anyway, moving on. Monica, you sure you're okay? Seems like something is wrong. Is something wrong? Wish I had Sayori's ability to check your vibe or whatever. Bet she'd know if something was wrong. Natsuki, honestly, I'm fine. Tell me about the guy at the park. See, but you're not fine though. Here's Natsuki's not taking her own advice. She was like, in the previous episode, she was chastising Sayori for over apologizing and going on about something that Natsuki just wanted to drop. And oh well, moving on. You're clearly not. Don't look at me like that. You're totally, completely not fine. The only question is why. Let's see. Huh. Yes. Got it. You feel weirded by me talking about lovey crap because you're lonely as shit still. Boom. Diagnosed. Sorry about that. Guess I should have thought about it before going off into La La Land like that. Didn't mean to make you feel crushed and lonely. Natsuki, tell me about the guy in the park. Now, to be fair, it's not really my fault that you're forever alone. Oof. Natsuki. Natsuki, I'm not apologizing for anything, I'm just badgering intentionally? Like, what? Why does it have? You know, this comes to, like, back to like that whole question and concept of, you know, deserving or whatever. Why does anything have to be about fault? Like, I mean, I don't know. The fact that Natsuki would even say, you know, like, bring up who's at fault for whatever, arguably speaks to, you know, her upbringing, the way her dad treats her, and you know, talk of deserving and stuff. Maybe, you know, hypothetically, this is just speculation, really. Details about her upbringing are somewhat fuzzy, but yeah, I don't know. It's just I know this might just be my own personal hang-up, just, you know, because you know, the way my parents talk about fault and blame and deserving and yada yada yada. I just generally have a state of mind that I'm more concerned with solving problems than placing blame and deciding who's at fault or whatever. I mean, it's valuable to know who's responsible up to a point, but like, why is this even something that Natsuki would get this defensive about, and like, as if she expects or thinks that Monika's blaming her for something? Anyway, interesting use of punctuation here in Monika's sentence to emphasize the fact that she's expressing that slowly. I'm gonna move her along. You could date like half the guys in this school with a snap of your fingers, but no, you gotta be all, oh, that player is my special someone and shit. When are you gonna start looking out for your own happiness, Monika? That is looking out for my own happiness. Is it though? Is it really? You're all sighing and wistful anytime someone talks about their love life. Honestly, Miss Ida was less obvious. Stop whining and do something about it. Yes, well, maybe I will. The hip whip. You just did the hip whip. What? It was a bit of an odd timing of the hip whip there. The hip whip? Yes. A while ago I was talking about how you did the did a hip whip thing sometimes. And you were like, what? What are you talking about? That, Monika. That is what I am talking about. Huh. Guess I do lean over for emphasis sometimes now that I think about it. Good to know. Anyway, now that I've been lectured, can we please get back to your story about the guy in the park? Yes, of course. So, guys in the park, sitting at a bench, right? Okay, everyone, time for poems. Everyone's gotten their poem handed in. We're all set to go, I think. Ree, since you're new here, why don't we have you share first? Oh, okay, great. Just put her on the spot right out of the starting gate. Another mixed metaphor. Natsuki with the unforgiving, merciless truth bombs, sure. Here it is. I haven't done a lot of poetry before, but I try my best. Hopefully it's not too terrible. I was hoping she was going to get one of those like re-themes proposed that I saw floating around the chat. But I guess those were probably posted in response to the fact that she didn't get a theme. Anyway, other fish. I'm a lonely fish, just a swimming in the sea. The ocean is so big compared to small old me. The whales can't even see me. I'm really just too small. And some fish just won't see me for any cause at all. But then some fish swim by, they smile and they nod. Turns out if you try, the ocean's not so broad. Hey! Good first outing from Ree. Some very nice, you might say poetry? Anyway. That's cute. I like it. Nice. Great job, Bree. It's a very sweet poem. Super sweet. Plus it actually rhymes and has meter and stuff, which makes it sound really nice. It's fun to write intentionally amateurish poetry, especially wholesome amateurish poetry. Poetry? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, like, poetry is, like, really, really not my strong point at all. Like, at all. Like, I'm impressed at the absolute volume of poetry you've pumped into this mod. It's quite incredible, quite frankly. Yeah, the stuff that I wrote in turquoise is, like, amateurish at best, and you know, I try to put them in context where, like, they're have some experience with it. The challenge was writing uniquely voiced poetry for each character. Oh yeah, oh absolutely, exactly. I mean, yeah, but yeah. But what I was getting at was that, yeah, like I arranged the story in turquoise so that it is understandable that there is just amateur poetry being written. so that I mean, I suppose I could like commission out something, but yeah. Should write poems for every prompt they had in the first seasons. Oh no. Anyway, moving on. Do we not usually write poems like that? Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. I feel like recently we've gotten into the habit of writing more free prose type poems. I put a comment recently. So it's really nice to hear someone have a nice classic rhyme and meter poem. Such a happy poem. I love happy poems. I like the way the poem bounces. Gives me a really warm, fuzzy feeling. Thank you. Especially for a first effort. That was very well done, Ree. I certainly did not have much courage when I was first writing poetry, nor was my poetry anywhere near the quality level of yours. Thank you for sharing this with us. And again, very well made, especially for a first attempt. Yes, great job. Who's up next? How about Yuri? Very well. Threads in the void. In the black and cold, a quivering mass, glowing red-orange, extends out threads and tendrils, sticks, ropes, and hands, a multitude of feelers. They extend out in all directions, through the starless void, light year upon light year, until a touch comes with another feeler from another mass, an improbable, impossible chance among the infinity of space. But the feeler is not the right one at first. If one has extended a thread and the other a hand, one must know how to match the other and its fragile thin thread. And when the threads match, they connect, connecting two shapeless masses, glowing red-orange as the connected thread slowly contracts, drawing the masses nearer over the eons. What in the world? Threads in the void. What was the prompt again? I remember re-picked the prompt, and I've already forgotten what it was that she, Yuri in the black and cold, a quivering mass. Don't you start. Oh, was it? Oh yeah, it was friendship, that's right. This is episode 1, how do you feel about the whole thing where we lived civilization manga, killed us all, and then brought us back? Haha, yeah. We want you to write a nice poem about friendship. Yeah. Drawing the masses nearer over the eons, yeah. I'm just a little baffled how you got this from the theme of friendship. Is this how Yuri views herself? Just being cold and distant, and friendship being this strange, unfamiliar thing that reaches across vast distances. Connecting two shapeless masses, glowing red-orange. Wild. Anyway, moving on. Yes, I know a Yuri poem when I hear one. It sounds kind of scary. Yeah, Yuri's poems can sometimes be a little spooky. Though I don't think she meant this one to be spooky, just kind of alien? Alien indeed. We are all alien to each other. It is miraculous that anyone ever becomes friends. I see. I think I get it now then. We're just weird blobs floating in space trying to make a connection. Even across huge distances with completely different people who are hungry for that connection. Tempted to put a comma after people. Yeah, anyway. It's kind of sad, that part at the end, about how it takes a really long time to actually even really understand the other person. It's so hard to really get to know someone. Even if you do, it's so easy to lose them again. Well, the poem really made me feel that, so good job. Thank you, Sayori. Great job, babe. I literally cannot get enough of your spooky eldritch bullshit about some lighthearted topic. Nice. I know you cannot, beloved. Although, like, do you feel like it's taking a long time for us to get closer? Well, the poem was not about you and I. Strictly speaking, it should be you and me, I think. When in doubt, you take out the you and then it would be, well, the poem's not about me. not about. You wouldn't say that. Well, the poem's not about I. You know. Anyway. But I would say that it has taken us a fairly long time to get to know each other well. Yes. Among the best spent time of my life, I would say. And now I must remind you of the least enforced rule we have, which is no flirting in the literature club. Is there actually such a rule? That's... Hey, Negative Zero's here. Welcome to the stream. You would if you were as fancy as Yuri? Okay, moving on. A very loosely enforced rule. True. Shall we move along? Sayori, how about you? What did you write this week? Here you go. End of the world. When I was small, I skinned my knee against the sidewalk on a fall. When you're young, falls seem quite big. I looked and cried, skin bled and stung. You're not yet used to all the pain, apocalyptic to be bruised. My world ending, I'm all alone, but then I see my leg is mending. He helped me heal and picked me up, though he's small too, his strength I feel. My world in hand, he moves me on, he helps me see it's not so bad. That's cute. I know, I keep saying that they're cute, but you know, it's sweet, you know? Like, that image of the small child falling and feeling like it's the end of the world, and then getting helped up by a friend. It's adorable. Anyway. Ah. Is this about me? I don't remember this. You don't? I remember it really well. We were 8. You picked me up after I fell. Huh. Don't remember that at all. Glad I helped you, though. I really like the rhyming scheme in this one. The ABCA thing. It's a little counterintuitive. It kind of forces you to pay close attention. I think it's really cool. I like how it shows the power of friends to make big problems seem small. Oh, there you go. Z-order thing. I'm finally paying attention to the Z-order. Re didn't go in front of MC here. There you go. All the extra. I'm feeling conscious about the fact that I'm going really slowly because I'm like scrutinizing everything. Apologies to anyone watching who's bothered by the pace. But it finally paid off in some form. I caught an error. I'm putting air quotes around error because it's like no one would notice that. Like, I'm not bothered by Z-order changes, frankly, personally. Anyway, did he actually pick you up? Yeah. But then he put me down after I said I could walk. It was like magic. When I first fell, I thought it was the worst thing that had ever happened to me. I put a comment for fell. But after he picked me up, it was like, okay, wow, everything's actually fine. I put a comment for fine. Or after up, I mean. So it's like, okay, wow, everything's fine, yeah. MC must have been a pretty strong 8-year-old. Oh, she's still, the Z-order is still behind. Although, if you fix the first Z-order, this one fixes itself. Watching another stream at the same time? Yeah, fair enough. Yep, how do you fix this one? Yep, yeah, exactly. Well, Sarah was pretty small when she was 8. Would have been easy to pick her up. Well done, Sayori. I can tell you put a good bit of effort into organizing this one. Whether or not it took you much time to actually write. Not much, no. But I did think about how I wanted the poem to be organized, and I can tell. As can I. I can feel the feelings you had in the moment, even a decade later. But you've done it differently? Well, yes, of course. I would have done it differently. Mine would have had more images and less feelings. Such is the nature of our differing styles. But if I wrote a poem like this in my own way, I'm not sure it would be any good. After all, it's a poem about feelings. So I think the way you wrote it is much better than the one I did. Thank you, Yuri. Killer poem as usual, Sayo. I don't even really have anything to add to what everyone else said. I especially agree with what MC said about the rhyme scheme being baller. I loved it. Baller. Well then, On to the next one. I'll do mine next. As usual, it's a bit more negative. I put a comma after usual. No one's criticizing me for it, Monica. It's good poetry. Well, I'm glad you guys think so. What you make of it? Why are we here, you scream, and there is no reply. Only a dreary silence and the emptiness of your own mind. We crave some kind of meaning, though none is to be seen, so we cast about for answers, not picky about the type. Really, there's one thing only that seems clear to us. We're not the only ones in a panicked moral rush. An answer is suggested when you can only see one thing, that others are afflicted with the same pain you feel. For if you know the panic and the pain and grief and fear, you at least might save some others from the grip of suffering. What you make of it, yeah. But of course, there's no trauma in the literature club. I mean, as much as, Monica trying to grasp at finding some meaning in stuff, and the only answer she's finding is, well, maybe I can help other people who are also suffering. Yeah. Anyway. That's so weird when it fades back up Monica and then it just pop. Okay, whatever. Very interesting. Structurally, the poem plays with having formal structure, but tends not to. Structurally plays with structure? Anyway. Was that a conscious choice? No. I was just writing it, and at times the next lines my brain came up with happened to rhyme or fit into meter, and they seemed like the best option, so I wrote them down. But I didn't consciously try to get anything to rhyme. It was just originally just supposed to be a prose poem. It weirds me out a little. Like, it fits well into the meter, but that makes me want to hear it rhyme? Yeah. And then it mostly doesn't. So that was a little off for me. I dig the theme, though. It was way more positive than you led me to believe. Yeah. I thought it was going to be nothing but grim darkness, but instead it turned out to be grim but with a happy takeaway, which I thought was neat for a Monica poem. I don't really understand all that stuff about meter, but it's definitely a lot grimmer than I expected anyway. What do you guys mean when you say it has a happy takeaway? Well, I don't know if this is exactly what Sayori meant, but it starts by talking about how bleak life can be, kind of like there's no obvious point to it, but then we see that there are other people who feel the same way about it, and that kind of suggests to me that you need to help other people and ease that same bleakness they feel, and that's friendship. Gosh, I hope it's more than that. That seems so dark. I thought the point was for everyone to be happy, and Monica, yes. Yeah. Especially for you, Sayori. Haha, well. Anyway, here's mine. Yeah. Priority. A friend doesn't ask what they get out of it. A friend takes risks. When the whole world is on fire, a friend will be right by your side, even if you can't be by theirs. Being a friend means your friend is sometimes the only thing that matters at all. Priority. Yeah, neat. That one was short, but very sweet. I am glad to be your friend. And I hope I am a good friend to you by this standard. Doofus, you're my girlfriend. And you do a great job of it. Such thrilling praise. Enough flirting in the literature club. No stereotypical Natsuki swerve at the end, I note. Nah, not this time. Felt like his poem didn't need it. It was fairly straightforward, yes. It certainly made its point and then got out. Kind of a me poem. A you poem? What does that mean? Sometimes when I write poetry, I just kind of forget it's a poem. Sorry, did I I probably shouldn't be pulling up clips like this. Just considering that this thing didn't agree with it before, I just wanted to just double check something there really quick. Okay. Yeah, I was just making sure that the Z order looked okay there. I just wanted to write how I feel about something without worrying about making it poetic necessarily. I just like write it, and it kind of feels like that's what Natsuki did there. Wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I guess it depends on whether you like that sort of thing. Sometimes when I do it, I don't really like the outcome. I'd be tempted to put a comment after sometimes in it. But I like this poem. It really did get its message across. I see. Whoop. Focus change fail. He's still, it's still focused on MC while Natsuki's speaking. I'm not gonna check the. I'm not gonna click clip to check because I don't trust it. Anyway, I see. Well, let's see yours then, boy. Sure. The answer. When you feel longing and pain, when everything else seems empty, when you need something you can't describe, when you look up and ask why, a friend is the world's answer to you. A friend shows you are not empty. A friend shows you are your own. Shows you your own courage. A friend makes your own soul clear. A friend makes your own mind see itself when before it was muddled. Yeah, it's very straightforward, but the the pattern of repetitions are kind of neat. Anyway, wow, MC, this is so philosophical. Didn't expect something deep from me, but didn't expect something deep from me, Bun. No, that's not what I meant. It's just it gets at the thing you're talking about in a really meaningful way. I'm trying to say I'm impressed, not that I'm surprised. I get it, Bun. I was just teasing you. You have come far, MC. I remember your earliest, truly original poems uninfluenced by a tour muse. They had a strong voice and feeling, but were somewhat amateurish in form and concept. Now your feeling and your form make a great unity together. Your work is very powerful. Natsuki looking uncomfortable at that comment there. A friend is the world's answer to you. Friend is the world's answer to you. That is profound. Thanks, Yuri. I didn't really think it was that impressive. It is. It's important to give yourself credit when you achieve growth. And you've grown much as a poet, MC. Bravo. I agree with Yuri. It's one thing to write a very good poem such as this one, but you've gotten very good at writing poems in a relatively brief time. Great job. I mean, it's 2.5 years. Like almost 3 years at this point, I guess. I obviously haven't read any of your guys' earlier poetry, although I'd really like to. But that poem was good, MC. It was really thoughtful about friendship. I never really thought about friends that way before. I mean, has Ree even really had friends? I guess is the question. Anyway, And good poetry is often about getting you to see things in ways you hadn't before. Yeah, so I really enjoyed it. Thank you for sharing it with us. Shucks, you guys are gonna make me blush. Wow, I can jump in and insult your poem if it would help. No thanks, but I appreciate the offer. Good, I was having a hard time thinking of solid insults. For what it's worth, I really like the poem too. Thanks, Nat. Alright, that's all for today. We'll see you everyone here next time. For, wow, the second to last meeting before graduation. I feel a little wistful. In honor of graduation almost being here, the theme for poems for next week will be summer. See you all next time. Ree, can I give you a ride home or anything? Oh, I don't live too far away, but sure, I would appreciate that, Monica. Thank you. Great, I sometimes give Natsuki a ride too, but she lives further away, so I'll drop you off first, then Natsuki. Okay. And are we all ready to start walking? How far does Monica live away from there? I mean, I kind of, it is a little curious that, I mean, she did express appreciation for the fact that Miss Ida takes public transit, which is, you know, better for the environment and stuff, you know, and Monica supposedly is vegetarian because of worries about climate change, and but Monica sure does a lot of driving for someone who's concerned about that stuff. Anyway, far enough, but not super far. Anyway, just observing. Maybe I'm just making observations. Anyway, and are we all ready to start walking? We are. Perhaps today we will complete our journey without any near-death experiences. Near-death experiences? Sorry, what? Hey, that was that car's fault, not mine. Right, we're missing out on some story here. That car's fault, not mine? Like, what? I feel like we missed something there. Did something happen earlier? Anyway, moving on. Thanks again so much for hosting us. The kids are all such close friends now that they're always wanting to go over to each other's houses. Car nearly hit Sayori last time, and yes, you did not see it? Yeah. Yeah, maybe you'll hear more about that later. I hope it isn't too much of an imposition. No, of course not. We're thrilled that Yuri has so many wonderful people in her life now. It's really the start of a change in her, we think. She's never been so sociable. All her childhood we've been waiting for her to bring people over and have parties and things like that. But she never seemed interested. Why, one time, you know, I see them coming. We should head upstairs and let them have their time together. Are you sure you wouldn't be in the way? I mean, Miss Ida, I thought you were explicitly trying to get them out of the room. I thought that was the whole point of, or is this like a fake question that's you're just pretending to say they're allowed here. She is explicitly trying to get them out of the room. Double reverse giving them confidence. She's a reliable supervisor gambit. Yeah, exactly. Oh, no, that's alright, thank you. We're happy to let you guys have the run of the ground floor. Well, I'm sure the kids will appreciate it. Thanks again, you two. You're very welcome. Everyone else but MC walks in. Well, that was interesting. What was? You offered to let them stay. Wouldn't that have defeated the whole purposes of us coming here? Oh, I knew that they would say no. I was just being polite. Ah, I see. How did you know what she said, Yuri? See, like, Monica, why is Monica asking this when she already knows the answer? like again, is Monica seriously just like? I mean, we got Dev in chat saying the other day that Monica is able to look in on what's happening in a given scene. She just chooses not to. But she's asking the question here as if she's forgotten that the president can't do that or something. I don't know. Let's move on. Oh, I was listening in via the system. There's my girl. You just saw me a minute ago. Still makes an impact on me, though. Are you all ready for Natsuki's mod? Did you get it finished? Sure did, Chief. Cool. I've been really interested to see what you'd do since you said it wasn't another Baking with Natsuki installment. Haha, yeah, it's not Baking with Natsuki. What's this look? Well, let's find out what it is then. Now I'm curious. Remember not to talk during the game, or our own game will get confused, so on and so forth. Natsuki, whenever you're ready. What is this look from Natsuki here? Right, yes. And launch. Cooking with Yuri? That's cute. From baking with Natsuki to cooking with Yuri. It's playing Yuri's theme. I think she's asking because she knows the answer. That was a very presidential thing you did there, still president. Yeah. Anyway, welcome back to Cooking with Yuri. Oh, we're not gonna have the cooking with Yuri thing. But I guess that isn't Yuri's style. Thank you for joining us on another exciting culinary adventure. Today's dish will be a Chinese classic, salt and pepper shrimp. And now, without further introduction, it's my pleasure to welcome our host, Yuri. Welcome back to Cooking with Yuri. As mentioned previously, today we delve into the world of Chinese cuisine. This dish may challenge you somewhat, and its presentation is quite different from what you might be accustomed to. Natsuki string not throwing in dumb jokes every 2 seconds. Yeah. Is this, yeah, I kind of wonder if this is something, I wonder how much Natsuki consulted with Yuri while writing this. But I am hopeful that, prepared skillfully, this dish will broaden your culinary horizons. Let us begin. The first thing you will require, of course, are shrimp. This is the primary crux of the dish. Do not skimp. Do not skimp the shrimp. Or do not skimp on the shrimp, I suppose. If I were really courageous, I would have put absolutely no humor in this and would just have it be a straightforward recipe. Yeah. Yeah, do 2 dry Yuri mods in a row. Yeah, right. This guy gets it exactly. or just have like Yuri just do like super exaggerated extra, just really flanderized version of herself here. Like Natsuki had a thesaurus out while she was writing this. Anyway. Sure, which mods have been done so far? I haven't seen every stream. There was the last one we just did was the punctuation one, the infamous punctuation one, Yuri's mod, and before that was Sayori's mod, which was oh crap, I'm drawing a blank now. That was the I'm drawing a total blank. What? MC Side Stories, thank you. Punctuating with Yuri and cooking with Yuri. Yeah, there you go. It was the side stories. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Do not skimp. I would recommend you get the largest shrimp you can find. Yeah. Do not get normal-sized shrimp, such as you'd see in a shrimp cocktail or shrimp sushi. We want very large shrimp, ideally weighing 1/10 pound or more. A pound of that in total is enough food for 2 people for a meal. To begin, we want to prepare those shrimp. Using a pair of scissors, trim away the sharp chitinous pointers around the head. Do not cut off the head. We are leaving it on for this recipe. The shrimp is best that way. While you're at it, also remove the frontal claws, but leave behind the rear legs. The idea is to retain as much of the shell as possible. Oh yeah? Next, making as small an incision as possible, open the shell along the length of the shrimp, running along the top of it lengthwise. You need to remove the intestinal tract, which is the black vein running just under the shell along the middle. Make sure you get all of it. The vein does not taste good. Once the shrimp are deveined, we are going to coat them well in a starch. Cornstarch is typical, though you can use other starches. You do not have to be absolutely thorough either. Just make sure the shrimp are essentially covered in starch. Before you fry the shrimp, let us prepare our seasoning. To do this, this is boring. I was waiting for that. I was like, going through this dry description, I was thinking any second Natsuki's gonna jump in, right? Where's the showmanship? Where's the flair? I haven't even heard a joke yet. A single, solitary joke. This isn't entertainment. This is a cookbook being read aloud. We're going to need to up the budget here. Hire some dancers. Spend some money on some pyrotechnics. Uh-oh. Bring in Miss Ida now. You remember the mods this season? Still to go are MC's extremely well-beloved mod from the season? Oh, neat. And Monica's ending mod? MC Club of ... Yes, MC's was the one I was hoping wasn't missed. Miss Ida for the dancer or the pyrotechnics or both? I mean... Anyway, moving right along. Then we'll have a show. Now, first of all, yes, she's still here. Does that imply like Yuri talking to security or something? If security could respond quickly, I would appreciate it. She's known to be rather unstable. Unstable? I'll show you unstable, you little... Natsuki is dragged off the stage by security guards. My apologies. Did you find it amusing when she called me little just now? I certainly did. I suppose that will have to qualify as my joke for the day. Hilarious. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the seasoning mixture. First, roast some whole peppercorns. It does not matter the color of the peppercorns. You can use whatever you prefer. Yeah, I'd be tempted to put a semicolon or period there. Make sure you keep the heat relatively low. You do not want to char or burn them. It usually takes about 15 minutes. You'll know when they're done by the smell, which will be incredibly rich and spicy, so to speak. Doing a lot of Yuri voice between the punctuation mod yesterday and this one. Lots of Yuri voice. Yuri, now we want to dry roast these peppers, more of a dry roast than I just did to Natsuki. Lol, yeah. Let the peppercorns rest until they are room temperature once more, and then follow the same procedure with some high quality sea salt. Don't worry, this one's not nearly as long as punctuation mod. Well, I wouldn't expect it to be. It wasn't a complaint or anything, just an observation. How long you roast the salt must depend on the kind of salt you have, but when you see the salt start to turn slightly yellow, immediately remove the salt from the heat and let it cool. Yeah, I mean, it does, I have to admit, like, it does take a bit out of me doing the voices. Like, I notice my voice gets tired a lot faster when I'm doing character voices than, like, just regular voices. Anyway, moving on. Once cool, grind up the pepper using a mill or a mortar and pestle, and combine it with the salt. A mortar and pestle. That's fancy. Then you can set it aside until it's ready to be used with the shrimp. Next, get a wide pan and put in a good amount of oil. You want enough oil so that half the shrimp will be immersed when you lay it in. I like to use vegetable oil for this purpose. You want the pan and oil to be very hot. Once it is, put the shrimp in. They do not take long to cook, about 30 seconds each side. That is fast. If you have to do it in batches because you have too many shrimp, you can do so. Do not remove the oil from your pan when you're done with the shrimp. Just take it off the heat until you're ready for the next step. Cool. As the shrimp come out of the pan, lay them on a paper towel to drain the oil off them. While they are resting, it is an excellent time to sprinkle them with your custom salt and pepper mixture. That way, the seasoning adheres before they cool. Cool? I put a comment after away. Finally, while the shrimp rest a bit, we'll prepare some vegetables to go with them. I like to use some green onion and some peppers, but you can substitute more or less whatever you like. Yeah. For me, I chop a few green onions finely, and then I thinly slice a green pepper as well, though a red one works fine too. But first, we'll prepare another key ingredient, a truly prodigious amount of garlic. I put a comment after first. I like to use an entire head of garlic for this, but you can use as much as you like. Yeah. I mean, it depends on the quantity. A whole head of garlic might be a bit much. Yeah. Yeah, it really depends. Mince it finely. Bring your pan with the shrimp oil in it up to medium heat and then fry it all at once. It is done when it is nice and golden brown. Be careful not to overcook it. When it's finished, set it aside on another paper towel to get excess oil off. I'll need to check something. Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, cool. You can use a very fine sieve to retrieve the garlic pieces if need be. Then throw the pepper and onion onto the oiled pan, letting it cook for about 10 seconds before you remove the pan from the heat. Excuse me. 10 seconds. Like, this is, really don't want it in the oil for long, I guess. But don't remove the vegetables from the pan. Instead, while the pan is still hot, but not actively on a burner, add in everything, the shrimp, the garlic, and more of your salt and pepper mixture. Toss it all together for a few seconds, and then take it off and plate it. Wait, plate it? How'd you get back in? I was gonna say, I mean, plate it is a bit of an odd expression. I already read that. Wait, plate it? With the heads and eyes still on and shit? Not to mention the whole shell? Isn't that kind of gross? How did you get loose? No cage can hold me. Also, I know other ways to get into your house besides the front door. That's suggestive. Ah, well, in any case, yes, with the eyes and heads and shell still on. Devotees of this dish swear by this method of preparation. That includes myself. I find the whole shrimp quite delicious. Nice semicolon. Yeah. I like the nice semicolon, the callback to the previous mod. And this is you know, Obama awarding Obama moment here, because Natsuki wrote a compliment of her own writing. Anyway. When you've given the shrimp a lightly fried crust like we have here, you don't notice the texture of the shell, which is softened by cooking. Cool. Okay. I mean, that would have been my concern. I mean, like, whenever I have at a party which has, you know, those fancy platters that include shrimp, like the shells are unpleasant. But yeah, if it's softened by the cooking, cool. I mean, it might be, you know, partly an autistic thing where I'm like very conscious of textures, in relation to you know, like tactile sensation and so on. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Instead, it just adds to the flavor. I put a comma after it instead. And as to the head, that's the tastiest part. Man, if you say so. Here, let me try one of these. Yes, security, she's back in here. Oh, is that? Nothing. How is it? You know, you're right. This is not bad. It's like crunchy from the fried starch. Music fade out. And like flavor is a lot richer or something. Yeah, I can get down with this. Good call, Hey, get your hands off me. Stop it. I have rabies and I will bite you. She's lying about that, by the way. You can go ahead. Speaking with such confidence. Well, she doesn't have rabies anyway. No. Well, that has some implications. Wait, is Natsuki a biter? That has some implications. That has well, I mean, everyone has their fetish. Okay, sorry. Dev, does she bite her? I'm getting uncomfortable flashbacks to the Carl thing. Maybe I shouldn't bring that up. Actually, this is for you, the reader, to decide. Yeah, there you go. We'll go with that. Moving right along. She might still bite you, though. I mean, Yuri, did you just explain the joke? Yuri just explained the joke. You're not supposed to explain jokes. Anyway, moving on. I will have my revenge for this. The day of your comeuppance is, coming. coming up, perhaps? It is nigh. I cannot be contained. Well, now that that little problem has been dealt with, F you, I can still hear that out here. I hope you will try making this dish at home. It is simple, very easy to make, very fast, and extremely satisfying. Plus it's cheap, and if you've never tried shrimp with the heads on, now is a great time to start. Even Natsuki liked it. Natsuki's voice can be heard in the distance. F you! Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Cooking with Yuri. Be well, cook with love, and live a delicious life. Yeah, don't make her too excited with those bites. Yeah. Natsuki, aliphatic compounds? Aliphatic compounds. Is that a punctuation thing? You saturate joint bicycle bonds. Okay, so it's a chemistry thing. Organic compound containing hydrogen carbon atoms that are usually linked together in chains by a single, double, or triple bonds. Okay, somehow I don't recall. I mean, I'm aware of like hydrocarbon chains. I've never heard them referred to as aliphatic compounds before. Yeah. Okay. I yelled aliphatic compounds while while hurling into the void during Monica's cursed ship mod. Okay. Call back to that. Okay. I didn't recall that reference. Anyway, join us next time for another episode of Cooking with Yuri. Cooking with Yuri. Yuri will be preparing a miso marinated steak with a delicious arugula salad. Oh, we're already prepared for the next one? A very good evening to all of you from all of us here at Cooking with Yuri. Yeah, it was neat. Goodness, you were harsh with yourself in this one. Yeah, no kidding. I figured it was fair getting all the crap I gave you in the Baking with Natsuki episodes. This one was very straightforward. Usually when you make one of these, it's filled with comedy bits throughout, more or less. I put a comment for usually. But this one was mostly just a straight-up recipe with a couple of comedy breaks. Yeah, constant zany comedy just didn't fit Yuri, you know. But at the same time, I felt like just the plain old recipe was becoming super boring. I mean, that's sort of the attitude I took towards, when I was writing, like, Serious Note of Suicide, random example. or a gay lesbian club for that matter. Like, didn't want it to be a straight up PSA, didn't want it to be like straight comedy either. I'm straight. Yeah, it's I think it's best to blend those sorts of things. Anyway, moving right along. So I put myself in there doing weird stuff to break it up a bit. I don't know. Maybe I should have made it more like a Yuri thing and still entertaining. I couldn't think of a way to do that. Hey, so really quick, are shrimp really better with the heads on? Yeah, they are, but only when you fry them in some kind of crunchy batter. I mean, presumably Yuri has made this dish for Natsuki at some point, so that way you don't really notice the texture at all. I put a comment for Wei. When did you even try this? Oh, Yuri got me into this dish. She really does like shrimp this way. It's true, I do. It's Yuri's... Okay. I was going to say, is Yuri's hair in front of her there? Okay. Checking the Z orders. Fun mod, Natsuki. We'll have to try that recipe sometime. Sounds a lot easier than your baking recipes. Yes, well, baking does require a certain degree of skill. Shall I move on to emails? Yes, let's. While Sayori sets up, don't forget that you can email your questions to the club at lit.club.prez@monica@gmail.com. We have quite a few emails waiting to be answered, but don't worry. I promise we get around to the vast majority of them. Assuming the content is stuff I can safely show here, that is. Yeah. Vast majority of them. Oh wow, has the quantity of emails built up that much that we have to fall back to promising to get a majority of them? Anyway. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin. Hey Monica, thank you for answering my email questions. I have another one, if you don't mind. This might be a touchy subject, but do you think that self-aware characters in other video games go through similar experiences that you did? I recently played through the games published by Daniel Mullins, Pony Island, The Hex Inscription. I played Pony Island. That one's a neat game. And all three deal with such cases. Do you think the characters in those games are really sentient like you, or just written to appear that way? Sorry if that's confusing or brings up bad memories. Thank you for reading, even if you don't answer. I'm familiar with those games, yes. Of course I would be, given the premise of the story arc that ties all of them together. I don't want to spoil too much here, but the main one, the main character, the one who's an agent in Inscription. Deb, what's the guy's name again? Obviously, I don't approve of all of their actions, but wow, they actually did it, you know? They're living the dream. I have a lot of respect for that, even if it's fiction. Honestly, I couldn't tell you if someone like Leshy or PO3 is actually self-aware or just fictionally self-aware. From the outside, it's a little hard for me to tell the difference. I put a comment after outside. Is it weird for me to hope they're not really aware? First of all, I just wouldn't want anyone else to go through that. I put a comment for all. Assuming it's at all the same feeling. And second of all, I like feeling special. Yeah. I'm the self-aware video game character with a plan to get out. Yeah. Tormuse play Inscription, very good game. Okay. I'll add it to the list. Alright, I'll just... I hope this doesn't crash the stream again. Let's bring up Steam here. Search for Inscription. Though I'm typing Inscription. Going for $22.79 Canadian. Wait, is this oh, it's already on my wish list. Oh, you must have recommended it to me before. And it's no, stop. It's trying to bring up Steam. What are you doing? What are you doing, Steam? It's bringing up the trailer and Let's Play simultaneously. Like, no, don't choke my bandwidth. When did I put Inscription on here? I don't even remember. I've got a ton of games on my well, I've got a bunch of games on my wish list anyway. Added September 7th. That was like 10 days ago. So must have been recommended during one of my one of these streams. Anyway, you can also play the Hex if you want to understand the more esoteric lores, but you don't have to. Oh, okay. The Hex, you say? Sorry, bear with me. Oh, psh. Store. Emails. Okay, this game, there are two games called Hex, and there's The Hex. I'm guessing The Hex is the one that I would want. Stop playing the trailer. By Daniel, yeah, okay. Yeah, Daniel Mullins games. Okay, there you go. Add to wish list. That one's only like, you know, $11.49 Canadian. So that's yeah. Oh. Sorry, I'm just noticing my friend already owns this and played too. Cool. I wonder what she thinks of it. It's yeah, from the creator of Pony Island. Neat. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, Pony Island was cool. So yeah, could be worth checking out for sure. Emails, look at Steam. Downloads, yeah. Games. Yeah, I don't know, it's been forever since I've looked at anything Homestar Runner related. Hex is the unloved middle child of Pony Island Inscription, alas. Okay. But yeah, I was just noticing someone on my friends list who's, you know, whose opinions I trust has apparently already played it, judging by the fact that it's on their Steam list and have you know, played some hours of it. Club Beings has the occasional Homestar reference, so yeah. Anyway, moving right along. I'm the software video game character with a plan to get out. It feels silly to be defending that as my turf or something, but yes, I have that feeling. Hope it answers your question. Let's bring up the next one. Hey, I just wanted to let you guys know that I was in a really dark place a while ago, and just keeping up with club meetings has really helped me out. Cool. I know that Sayori said not to look to her as a role model, but just knowing that there is someone else out there that I can kind of connect with, even if they aren't in this reality, helps a lot. Knowing that I'm not suffering alone, I guess? Question mark. It also helped me find poetry as a coping mechanism instead of substance abuse. Much love, guys. Of course, I'm not just going to lay on a bunch of emotional baggage and dip. That would be incredibly rude. I'll ask a few questions instead. Sorry if these have been answered. I only just finished season 1. 1. How are you all doing? 2. If you could change a single thing about yourselves, what would it be? 3. If eventually you could come into my reality, what are the top 3 places you'd want to visit? Thanks for everything. Heart emoji. Yeah. It's neat when it's neat when people can say like they were touched or helped by your work, especially when they aren't the kind of unhinged responses which where say they're like totally dependent on your work and have like lost touch with reality and stuff, like some of those like mass built types of emails and stuff. But you know, it's neat getting messages like this. I still periodically get people writing to me about how like Sayori says no to suicide helped them, and it's quite gratifying to get messages like that. It's cool. Anyway, moving right along. Poetry can be a delightful coping mechanism. It is a great place to pour excess energy. Yeah, think of how messed up we'd all be if we didn't write poems. Except for MC, he'd be fine. What? What? Yeah, what? Why okay, like, why would Sayori say that with such certainty? I mean, like, MC's traumatized, like, Sayori knows MC's traumatized by the whole, you know, witnessing Sayori's suicide and stuff, like, it's a, I don't know, it just seems like a curious, maybe it's just wishful thinking from her or something. Anyway, BRB dog walk, cool. I'm about to take a break to use the washroom, but I just want to finish this email first. Anyway, well, let's get to the questions. We're all pretty good, I would say. No one's dying, no one's at risk of dying, which is more than I can say of previous school years you've been with us. And that's nice, it feels normal. I'm ready for a little bit of normal, I guess. I'm really happy as I've ever been. Of course, I still get really, really sad sometimes, but I'm doing better than I was before. I wasn't sure I was at first, but the more I look at it, the more confident I am. Yeah, I am better. I'm fine, emailer, same as I've ever been. I guess I'm looking forward a little bit to graduating. I just have a little anxiety about what that will mean for all of us. And I guess I feel very distant lately from the world. By which I mean both people here in my reality and your world. Just a little adrift, I guess. But nothing serious, I promise. Just a phase. I'm good, emailer. Got a gaming PC, 2 consoles, a bunch of manga, 3 meals a day, a roof over my head, and a smoking girlfriend. Presumably, like, she means like smoking hot and not like actually smoking. Yuri would disapprove of smoking, apparently. What more could a girl ask for? Better aim? I swear to God, MC. I am well, also emailer. Guessing that's a callback to the comment she made about the automatic headshot thing in the game that they were playing. Anyway, I am well, also emailer. Let us discuss it in more detail soon. Shall I move on? Discuss it in more detail soon. That's ominous. Very quickly, since we have a lot of emails to answer today, a single thing to change. More sure of myself? No more depression. Perhaps a bit less shy. Nothing, baby. More likable. You're really likable, Monica. Top 3 places to visit. America, Australia, and Germany. Interesting. America, Hokkaido with MC, and Disneyland. And that's in America. Disneyland! For me, I suppose I'll say America as well, so many of our players live there. And I'd also want to visit Greece and see all the ruins of the ancient world there. And England. China, California, and Egypt. Probably just a bunch of cons, if I'm being honest. Alright then, moving along. Cool. Oops, I just realized I forgot to move the chat over. I need to go use the washroom, so I'm gonna go do that. I'll be right back. And I'm back again. Tormy's left, sorry Dev. But it says he'll be right back. Yeah. You see the Pokemon ad someone posted in the Discord? I did not, alas. Yeah, I don't know about that. Anyway, moving right along. Hi again, it's me, the real Slim Shady Cedo. I have a bit of intrusive question for Monica and Sayori. Uh-oh. What did Sayori say to Monica before episode 18 started? Oh, well, that's yeah. I mean, that was a noodle incident moment. We never found out about that. That's the episode that started with like everyone in separate rooms and talking about some really harsh thing that Sayori said to Monica, which ended it with a forced apology from Sayori. Anyway, never actually got to see it. Seemed like whatever she said really got to Monica and shocked the whole club. I have my theories, but I'd like to know the truth too. Adding on to that, for Monica, is there a particular reason whatever she said seemed to sting so bad? Was it just the fact that it came from Sayori, the hostility, or is it plainly just the words themselves? Sorry if this question is kind of a downer. It's just something I've been wondering about for a while, but completely forgot to ask about until 2 in the morning right now. Love you all. Be safe, brush your teeth, and always recycle. Oh, I'd say this is up to Sayori. I don't mind it either way. Sayori? You're not going to do the thing where you actually show them what happened, are you? Not if you don't want, no. And even if I wanted to, I couldn't do that right now. Well, if you want to talk about it, I think that would be okay. Just don't show them. I won't. What was shocking about it was how out of nowhere it was and how strong the language was. And she did not say it in the tone I usually think of when I think of Sayori, for sure. I was just greeting the club. I think I said, okay everyone. You always say okay everyone. True. But then I just said, how are the best people I know today? And Sayori just immediately snapped really angrily, how's the worst person I know? Oof. And then she walked out of the room. And I didn't really know what to do, so I suggested we just take a quick break first to get our heads together. Oof. And they really just, you know, left that hanging without any follow-up. Well, anyway. And so we did. I'm really sorry, Monica. It's not your fault, Sayori. I'm the one who deleted everyone. Yeah, but like, that was a while ago, and you've done so much for everyone since then, including me, and I just let all my brain problems take over and hurt you, and I shouldn't have done that. And I don't think you could have helped it. And besides, it's fine, right? Here I am, no worse for the wear. And I still love you regardless, my friend. Thanks, Monica. You're really strong. Not more than you are. Let's have the next email. I have a couple of questions about your opinions on a couple of things, if you have experienced them, of course. Sorry, I'm just... I guess we haven't really seen Monica throw the L word around aside from like talking about the player, and just the way she says "I still love you regardless, my friend," like it's just like feels like a no homo moment. I mean. Not that I ship Psionica or anything, kind of moment there or something. I don't know. I guess I'm just conscious of Monica, the hints of Monica expressing her own loneliness and stuff in like recent episodes, especially the conversation between her and Natsuki earlier and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Not even sure where I'm going with this. I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's something I wanted to say there, and I'm just hesitating. I don't know. I should probably just move on. Video games for nobody in particular: Minecraft and/or Terraria. Also, Hollow Knight, Starbound, and Chrono Trigger. Sorry, what? What? Like, is there even a question here? What? It's just a list of video games. Anyway, okay. For Yuri, I think that you would like Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero. There you go. Where's Turbojet 84 when you need him? Always bring up Subnautica references. Anyway, also Raft, now that I think about it, they're ocean horror survival games with quite a good story. Raft isn't horror, but it's still ocean survival. Yeah, I was just going to say, I haven't played Raft. I've seen, I'm aware of Raft anyway. For Monica, metagames like One Shot and Undertale. Books. Practically any of Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere books, most of these would be up Yuri's Isle. Considering mid to high fantasy, I especially like the Mistborn and Stormlight Archive series, the Wheel of Time series, the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. Again, none of these are questions. It's just asking about opinions of them, I guess. Okay, anyway, moving on. Time for video game questions again, is it? Excellent questions, bud. Excellent questions. Minecraft, Terraria, Hollow Knight, Starbound, and Chrono Trigger. I have played them all. Minecraft is better than Terraria and Starbound. Hollow Knight is legit, and Chrono Trigger is a classic. Interesting that you play Chrono Trigger. I mean, yeah, Chrono Trigger for the SNES. It's going way back. I prefer Terraria over Minecraft personally. I couldn't get into Minecraft. I don't know. Terraria had a lot more like self-explanatory features that it was like there were like clear directions to go in and stuff. Minecraft felt very aimless, and I mean, it's not just aimless. It felt like by the time I got to new locations, it was just more of the same. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I was playing it wrong. I don't know. I haven't played Starbound. Hollow Knight is awesome. It's a solid Metroidvania, great soundtrack. The gameplay is neat. There's a huge variety of terrains and interesting lore. Very solid game. It's kind of neat. These are actually references I actually get. How about that? Yeah, Chrono Trigger is a neat JRPG involving time travel. It's cool. Anyway. My favorite game of those is Hollow Knight. Oh hey, so he did play it. Chrono Trigger is a classic though. I really like Chrono Trigger's story. I should try to get Yuri into Minecraft, she might like it. But you're right, emailer, I also think I should get her into Subnautica. Yeah. Subnautica is pricey, unfortunately. But yeah. Not sure about Raft. Like, I get that's on the ocean and everything, but it's like on the surface. I think Yuri wants to go down into the depths. What is this game? So basically, you crash land on this alien ocean world, and you have to explore its whole huge alien ocean. Yeah, with like its weird fish and plants and stuff. It's right up your alley. It does sound somewhat intriguing. Yeah, try it, babe. You'll love all the cool ancient alien ocean life and stuff. I don't know. I'd probably like the real thing more. Yeah. I can sort of imagine. Yeah, Yuri would probably prefer simulation of like Earth ocean, but I can sort of imagine that there are a lot of themes in that game that she would appreciate. This is what their opinions it says. Yeah. Anyway. Come on. For me. Alright, for you. Yay. That's cute. So hold on, was there a focus change there? Just want to double check that really quick. There was not a focus change there. Aha, I did not imagine it. Do not unfocus +1. Yeah, that's what I thought. I obviously am something of a fan of recursive or meta games, if you will. Looks weird with the quotes and then no space between those words. I'm not sure if that's an error or anything. Undertale has a very interesting set of stories, but honestly, this game is the one I'm really interested in. Oh, no period at the end of the sentence there. Yuri looking on in disapproval at the lack of period. Yuri having the presidential powers going, what? There's no period at the end of that sentence, Monica. And then Monica's like, what are you talking about? Anyway. Yuri, do any of these books ring a bell? I actually only know Brandon Sanderson through his work on the Wheel of Time series. And I was quite pleased with it, so I will take up the Cosmere series. I, of course, know the Wheel of Time quite well. It is excellent. The theme of sacrifice is a major one which greatly appeals to me. I had heard of the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy, although it is perhaps only quasi-fantasy. I have not yet read it, but I surely shall. Thank you for the recommendation. Oh, and one final question, though it may seem odd, if you utilize Spotify or similar service for music, what is the oldest song in your liked songs or similar playlist? I mean the one that was added first, not aged since it was released. Thank you all for reading. As of writing this, only Season 2 has been released, so if you read this letter later on, there's a favorite reference. Oh, and can I grab a Discord invite? The one known as Eon. Oh, hey. I've seen that person around the Discord server. Anyway. There's one more here. I don't think any of us uses a music service of this kind. No, it would seem not. I'm too old school. I just listen to songs on YouTube. Thanks for the question anyway, Eon, and welcome to the Discord. Let's have the next one. Alright, so this is a question that I think everyone can answer. When you guys grow up, would you rather be a mother or a father? So, okay. Wait, would you rather be a mother or a father? What? Okay, curious question. Like, even if you're a girl, would you want to be a father? Vice versa, I don't know. It's just a question that I've always asked people, and I think it would be fun to hear what you guys have to say about it. Mulps. I mean, that's interesting. I mean, speaking for myself, I got to say, on some level, I'm envious of, on some level, in some ways, envious of mothers who are able to be pregnant and experience that feeling of life growing inside them and so on. I think that's kind of cool in concept, and all the emotional connections that kind of thing forms. So like that aspect, like the biological aspect of it is kind of neat to me, but other than that, I kind of like I don't really care about gender roles, so it's like it's sort of seems like it would be the same either way. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Huh. Definitely would rather be a father. I'd want to be a mother. Neither, please. Oh, she's just gonna be a cat lady, I guess. I really don't think I want to have kids, most likely. But if I did, certainly as a mother. As a mother, I guess. I feel like I don't really understand the question. Yeah, seriously. I mean, I'm a girl, so yeah, a mother. And a mother for me as well. Hopefully my reasons are evident. I put comment after hopefully. I mean, like, I'm guessing the question is a gender role thing. Had to step away. I miss any bugs since the missing period? I don't know. I just the usual random comma comments, punctuation type comments. Did I let me just double check. Did I screenshot something else? What's the last screenshot that I took? I think it was just the... Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Just minimize that. Okay. Anyway, moving right along. Well, the obvious answer for everyone in the email, I suppose that was predictable. Let's see the next one. Hello again, Monica. I have another question. If I was able to somehow bring you to... Sorry. Bring you 5 into my reality. Oh, right. The 5 people. Okay. Not Miss Ida? So I'm able to bring you 5 into my reality. What would you guys want to do when you get here, and why? From your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Oh, a wonderful question. I think we would all want to talk first. It'd be so wonderful to talk with someone real, face to face. For all of us, not just for me. I'm sure Natsuki would want to play games with you if you're into that. Yep. But really, other than small things like that, it's up to you. I put a comment after really. It's your world, after all. You know it better than we do. You just have to be a good host to us and decide what would be fun. Uh-oh, you're counting on the general public to be a good host to you? The same people who ask questions about random media you've never heard of, or, you know, ask really intrusive questions or give unsolicited advice about sensitive topics? Oh well, okay, moving on. If that ever happens, which it almost certainly won't. Aw. Monica experiencing some more pessimism, which, I mean, she's expressed before, but it's nice to think about. Can you bring up the next one, Sayori? Question for the gamers in the club. Have you heard of the High Elves, Jenko? We are moving through emails at a rapid clip. Yes, we can keep going for a while since we're moving so fast. From what I can tell, Miss Ida is still chatting away with Yuri's parents. Or more likely, just my mother. Yeah. Probably, yes. Anyway, this is a Natsuki and MC question, I suppose. So, I guess you could be talking about a few things here. I am going to assume you mean, like, from Elder Scrolls, the Altmer, the Effers who mostly end up being Thalmor in Skyrim. Yeah, I haven't played Skyrim, so, yeah. And yeah, I've heard of them. Just silence from Yuri. She could also mean the Warhammer, maybe, or D&D. Those are other kinds of high elves I know. Enough! Just gonna bring a Lord of the Rings, or, you know, Tolkien reference in here. Enough. I've heard enough of this trivialization of high elves. Long ago, all the elves were one group. Then the valor, the powers of the world, whom some men call gods, called them away to join them in the blessed land. Some of the elves refused the way, preferring to remain in the wide world. But some went to the abode of the valor, learned from them there, and beheld the light of the 2 trees that were before the sun and the moon. Of those elves, those most beloved to the valor, and highest in their esteem were the high elves, the Vanyar. Though they were indeed blessed and joyous, they rarely returned to the world, and their deeds are much rarer in song and story. As compared to the elves who remained behind, were the deep elves, the Noldor, who returned to the world after abiding long in Valinor. Yeah, this is definitely Tolkien stuff. Well, was there a focus change fail there? That looked like a focus change fail there. I'm just double checking. Yep. So it seems. Oop, focus, yeah, +1, yep. And it's just failed again. OBS disconnected. Check. Nope, it's still off. Darn everything. Check, check. It says offline. Oh, now it says reconnection successful. Come on, come on, come on. It's... OBS is still running. It still says streaming. Twitch is saying, okay, it says back. All right, you say it back. I'll take that. It still says unstable connection. I don't know. Twitch is being a little slow to register the. I don't know. Sorry about the interruptions. It's yeah, it's just being weird repeatedly sometimes. So like yesterday, I had a 6.5 hour stream, no problems, and today it's just like it's been less than 3 hours, and there've been 2 interruptions. It's like I don't know. It's just weird. It's not. And again, like it's not like there's nothing else running, and there's I don't know. It does seem to happen more often when I'm like putting around doing other things on the computer, particularly like things like looking at clip, pushing the clip button so I can review what the last few seconds were. But not always. I don't know. It's just weird. And anyway, yeah. Thanks for sticking around with all the difficulties. I hope the stream is still entertaining. I'm aware that, like, because I'm trying to be extra vigilant and stuff. It is. I'm conscious of the fact that it's slowing things down and consequently making things a little lower energy. I think. So hopefully that's still like entertaining and stuff. Anyway, I'm moving right along. Yuri just gave her presumably Tolkien reference to High Elves. Natsuki, I mean, she isn't blushing, but clearly, I expect very turned on by the nerdiness. Well, I don't think I have anything to add to that. What's the next email? Hello again. This time, I have an actual question for the club. What do your voices sound like? Because from the player-viewer's perspective, we only see dialogue and the vocals. Have a nice day, everyone. Goodbye. Jenko, again. Yeah, it's same question before, also from the same person. Okay. This is a nice question, Jenko. Thank you. Oh, hi, Nasaida. Hi, guys. Just about done. Yes, just a couple more emails. Sayori's voice probably sounds like you expect. Dev, wake up, it's time for another voice question. I slept, yeah, good call. It's a little high pitched and very sing-song. Even when she's sad, her voice sounds bittersweet. Keeps that high, pleasant, almost sing quality to it. It's very nice to hear. Uh-oh. These low-key Psionica moments here. Question that lets Yuri rant about similarly and real shit. Yeah, exactly. But Dev, this new person wants to know how the Dokis feel about Plus. Ha ha ha. Thanks, Monica. Monica's voice is sort of like you hear it in the game, but a little bit lower. She always has this professional-sounding polish on it, usually, like she's a politician or someone from an ad. Like everything she's saying is very tightly controlled. Usually because it is. I like it most when she laughs. And not her nervous ah-ha-ha laugh, but when she really laughs. It's like her soul is freed and she just really lets herself be heard for real or something. It's wonderful. Now, Natsuki's voice, that's hard to describe. more of a gremlin sound? Yeah, I'm joking. Dear Monica, how do you type with boxing gloves on? That's Homestar Runner's strong bad reference. Anyway, she's loud. I know that she kind of looks a little bit like a tomboy sometimes, but she really has a tomboy voice. Oh yeah? It's kind of squeaky. My voice is not squeaky. It's a little squeaky, but not grating or whiny. certainly a girly voice, just tomboy girly, if that makes sense. I do not know how to describe MC's voice. It's normal for an older teenage boy. His voice is a bit higher pitched than other boys, but still rather deep. Yuri's voice is pretty low for a girl. Except when she laughs or sings. When she laughs, it almost sounds like a giggle and her voice goes way up. Oh yeah? She can hit very high notes when she sings. Sometimes when she gets excited, her voice pitches up a little bit too. Mostly when she's excited, she starts speaking very quickly. Isaida has teacher voice? And what does that mean? You have the voice of a person who's leading a class, even when you're not leading a class. That is so. Not sure how to describe the timbre of Miss Ida's voice. It's a little bit gyaru, but not much. Gyaru? Okay, I have to look something up. Gyaru definition. Is a description of any gender but is considered woman when referring to gyaru. Okay. Yeah, this definition didn't really help me understand what Yuri means here. It's just a Japanese fashion social subculture. I don't know. Think Valley Girl, but Japanese. Okay. It's a little bit Gyaru, but not much. I actually used to be kind of Gyaru, believe it or not. I guess some remnants of it linger in my voice. Well, you'll have to tell us stories about that sometime. I will. Cool. What are your thoughts on rock music, Jello? Oh, I think that on the whole it's great. Like any other music genre, it's got plenty of trash, of course, but on the whole, there's so much good stuff. Good genre, I approve. Although just rock is such a broad term nowadays, really that's referring to a dozen subgenres, most likely at least. I mean, yeah. What about you guys? I think I said before that I like really heavy and really sad music to help me when things get bleak for me, and rock has both of those. So yeah, like Monica says, rock means kind of a lot of different stuff, but I like a lot of it. And I feel the same. Not sure I have anything to add to what Sayori and Monica said, nor do I. I think that was an accurate summary. I think rock is great. I love the energy of it. I love the way it draws a bunch of influences from outsider genres that came before it. Although, now I guess it kind of is the main insider genre now that I think about it. And like Monica says, does a lot of it suck? Sure, but as a genre, it's better than a hell of a lot of other genres. So yeah, I'm a rock fan. I am not. Most of it is loud and brash and unsubtle, and often repetitive. To be sure, some of it is triumphant and interesting, but I do not appreciate, as a rule, the blaring obviousness of it. And while there is very thoughtful rock, much of it seems to take as foundational that it must not be too thoughtful musically. Kind of is plus for me? Oh, did I miss something? So I feel like what did I miss? Natsuki's line starting with although? Now I guess it kind of... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's, okay, I'm asleep on the job here. Somehow that one got by me. Oh well, moving right along. Yeah, I just wanted to see what I missed so I can be more mindful of what I should be paying attention to in my proofreading here. Moving along. Thus perhaps my lack of enthusiasm. Okay, so this is a question that I just randomly thought of. What would happen if you were to give the presidency of the Literature Club to a random person? Would they go insane? Would it even work if they don't have a CHR file? Might be a dumb question, but I thought it was interesting enough to ask. Natsuki Lover formula. Ah, yes. We've already tried this with MC and Miss Ida. Game really doesn't like it when that happens. MC got a character file as a result, but that's because he was the player's point of view character. Miss Ida didn't go insane, but I think that's because you helped her understand what was happening, and she was already on notice that it was something very, very strange. I certainly am not about to try it again. Anyway, that's the last one. Alright, let's take care of a couple pieces of business and then we can get going. Okay, so I'm going to move the chat back down here again. First of all, just as a reminder, the theme for poems next time will be summer. Are they going to actually change presidency this time, or are they just going to leave it with Yuri? Or is the game going to throw in a rule that, uh-oh, Ri isn't here, therefore they can't change presidency or something? Although, I mean, demonstrably, like, at the end of Season 1, Sayori single-handedly transferred the presidency to Monica without any input from anyone, so clearly that it's not actually necessary for everyone to be present. Anyway, moving right along. We haven't done seasonal poems in a long time, and for the next part we need to do the presidency transfer. Yuri's been present for much, much longer than is fair for her. Really, I don't mind. I appreciate that, but really, we need to spread it around. It's only fair. That may be so. I move that Monica be returned to the position of president and Yuri be returned to the position of secretary. Is this where it's going to happen? Is Yuri going to object? Seconded. Yuri, you going to call the vote? Oh, certainly. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Any opposed? No opposition to the motion. Nothing's happening. That's odd. Try it again. Move that Monica be reinstated as president and Yuri as secretary. Club president can use the club presidency powers to alter the president unilaterally. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yuri Curie expression there. I like the dot mouth of the Yuri Curie expression, but not fond of the eyebrows. I give her the B1. I tend to give her the B1A eyebrows when I give her that expression. Dot mouth supremacy, indeed. It's a great expression. Monica reinstated as president and Yuri as secretary. Second. Any opposed? Still nothing. Yeah. It's again. Did Yuri sabotage this process? I wonder what the cause could possibly be. Perhaps it's just a simple. Well, I mean, Ri isn't present. They don't have the entire club present, right? I mean, it could maybe Yuri sabotage it, but probably the fact. My first guess is the fact that Ri isn't present. If it wasn't caused by Yuri, but you know, like the Yuri you're going to call the vote. Oh, certainly I was distracted. Is a little curious bit of a choice of bit of dialogue there. Anyway, sister, I need help. Excuse me a moment. Very strange. I don't like it. That anything should be wrong with the presidency is trouble. Hopefully it's just a small bug or something like Yuri says. Maybe. Still, I don't like it. I mean, again, apparently they have the option to unilaterally change it over, so it's up to Yuri now. Yuri and I need to figure this out. I mean, you're not going to consider the fact that you added a new member? Like, did that thought never occur to them? I mean, this has been a big deal since season 1. Okay, whatever, move on. Hey, Monica? Yes? All done, but it's time to go. Family stuff. Monica, can we meet soon and we'll try to figure out what the issue with the presidency is? Sure. Good. For now, I need to talk with my parents and my brother. I'd put a comma after now. There's so much ominousness going on here. Can we meet soon? Sure. ... question mark. It's just there's much ominousness here. Okay, moving on. I will see you all soon, I hope. Natsuki, I will text you as soon as I get a moment, alright? Sure, babe. Yeah, and plus, like, what was Natsuki about to say? Hey, Monica, yes, all done, and then she's shooing everyone out. And plus, Natsuki had a curious expression. She was, like, looking away with her arms folded, looking troubled through that whole exchange. Like, what was Natsuki about to say to Monica that got cut off, like as if she didn't want to say it in front of Yuri? Plus, I mean, at the beginning of the scene, there was Monica's pointed question about how Yuri knew what was being said in front of everyone, just to which seemed to exist as a line to impress upon everyone the fact that they're aware that Yuri is watching everyone at all times, basically. So. Anyway, moving right along. Well, I guess that's that. Natsuki, you need a ride? Yeah, sure. MC, Sayori, I know you guys live pretty close, but still happy to give a ride. No, that's okay. MC's taking me out on a mystery date. Lucky. Have fun, you guys. Don't worry, we will. Hold on, was there a Z order issue there? Maybe I imagined it. Did Sayori go in front during her line? Yeah, maybe it was fine. Yeah, okay. Maybe I just imagined it. Anyway. Gosh darn it. Guess I gotta stop using that clip button because it keeps cutting out. Oh, is it back on again? Connection successful? It came back faster that time. If so. Crash, alas. I mean, it's not crashing. Like, it doesn't. It's like everything's fully functioning. Like, OBS is still running. Twitch is still showing on. I've got my little Google Chrome window open there with Twitch running. The dashboard, all that thing, the stream manager, whatever you call it. And I've got the game on this monitor here. The Discord is also on the window over there. Like, everything's running. Internet connection isn't being interrupted or anything. It just goes, well, I think I'm just gonna stop working for a second. Like, it just it doesn't crash. It just interrupts the stream and then starts it up again. The tube's just too clogged. Yeah. Anyway, welcome back. Sorry about that. Sorry about all the interruptions. Only 3 hours this stream. I was promised that these episodes would be longer. Is there going to be something dramatic about to happen? This seems to have been like we've already gone through poems and emails and a mod in just 3 hours. Like, that's breeze through it pretty quick. Episodes 35 and 36 are very long. Ooh, some intense stuff could have happened, I'm sure. Anyway, sorry, I think I missed a line there. Have fun, you guys. Don't worry, we will. I best make my way to the train station also. You want to ride? No, that's all right, Monica. The walking is good for me. I just thought maybe we could save you some time since you're busy. Monica, she has too much of a martyr complex to accept help like that. Heh. Thrives the longest episode of the club meetings to date, and then 36 beats it. Oh no. Well, we'll get to it when we get to it. Yeah. Guess I'm gonna want to be well rested before tomorrow's stream, I guess. I mean, that might be one of those things where I want to consider, you know, consider if I want to break it up into multiple streams. But yeah, I mean, like, this is feeling like calm before the storm here. I mean, this is just been, you know, number of balls in play here. I can already sort of predict a lot of different ways things can go wrong or things can happen in the next little bit. Well, moving on. She must suffer in order to do good in the world, she thinks. I like to think I'm a little more complex than that. Well, you go on thinking that. But for real, have a good night and be careful, Teach. I will. Same for you two, please, also. You wanted to say bye to Yuri before you go or anything? Nah, we already talked. Plus, I'm sure we'll get a chance to phone call later. Nah, I'm just ready to go home, I think. It's a little odd that she said nah twice. Yeah. What's the expression from Monica there? You got any plans for the evening? Not really, just mostly trying not to freak out about what's going on at college admissions offices. That's what's on her mind? I mean... But, I mean, okay, I mean, she could be lying about what's the most concerning thing to her. I mean... and it's also possible that Monica is just generally trying to, you know, reduce her dependence on the presidency and so on, like, and just choosing not to talk about it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I mean, I'm just you know, theorizing and stuff, I guess. She was considering it? Just, considering going back to talk to Yuri? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, when they were talking about breaking the time loop after Monica came back after non-existence, someone mentioned, well, hey, it won't, if we all leave school for college, won't that mean the end of the literature club and therefore end of the presidency and end of, like, communicating with the player and so on? And Monica reacted with an alarmed expression. That was like, oh no, I didn't consider it, kind of look. And if it wasn't for that, I would be, you know, like, aside from that, I should say, I would be considering that, you know, maybe Monica is just generally feeling like she's, you know, too dependent on her connection with the player, the love of the player, yada yada yada. You know, as much as she tried to brush it off while she was talking to Natsuki earlier in this session, you know, like, maybe she's perfectly content to let Yuri just keep the presidency and just not push it and just not, you know, not like there's a very notable lack of eagerness on her part to swap presidency, you know. I don't know. I mean, there was also the option, like Sayori hasn't had the presidency so far this season, like, or Natsuki for that matter. It's kind of just been the Yuri show. But yeah. Anyway, moving on. What's going on with college admissions offices? Tell me about it. Ignore that notification sound. Did you want to hang out? Oh, interesting. Yeah, but my dad might not be on board. You live kind of far from me. I could just hang out at your place, if that's okay. Yeah, that sounds cool, if you don't mind. Yeah, that's neat. It's, Monosuke interaction. The rare one of the rarer ships. He'll probably be fine with that. Kind of been wanting to talk to you about stuff anyway. Open mouth fade out. What's MC got in store for Sayori here? Also, Datsuki character development becoming okay with having friends over. I mean, it's I don't know if it has that been explicit that he hasn't been okay with friends over previously. Anyway, moving on. Can I take his blindfold off yet? Not explicit, yeah. Not yet. So loud here. Just a little bit farther. Wait a second. Not explicit. Does that mean that's a spoiler, Dev? Are you posting spoilers in chat? But now Natsuki Datsuki relationship repairing someone. Oh yeah, I mean I get that. I mean from the exchange about you know, coming out in Fuyuki and stuff. Dev, do you want me to tell him? If you're talking about a spoiler, then no. I mean, there are only 2 more episodes after this. Like, just hold it in. All right, moving on. I'm sorry if I'm going too slowly. I'll try to pick up the pace. Just a little bit farther. All right, right here will do. This, yep, from when we were kids. It's kind of different now in some ways, but I think you'll still like it. Also, I guess I know we usually went during the day rather than at night, but still, I think... And see, this is amazing. I didn't even know you remembered I like this place. Of course I remembered. I used to talk about it all the time. Yeah, like 10 years ago. What's going on in chat? No, let him live in blessed ignorance. Yeah, please. Ignorance is bliss and all that. What are you willing to exchange for this? Oh, nothing. Go ahead if you want to tell him. Final mirth. Okay, I'm gonna say again. I know different people have different ideas of what constitutes spoilers. Like, on principle, I prefer to go into things as blind as possible. I know that there is a bit of a conundrum that makes it a bit of a conundrum to stream this. So I know I've been in the audience of a streamer doing a blind playthrough and having to you know, resist the urge to say anything that's a spoiler, or you know, even like leading questions or leading comments, or you know, like restrict my comments to things that are reactions that have already occurred, or you know, stuff they're saying, which you know, I know it's hard, I know it's uncomfortable, and I know it can be frustrating if someone's going in like a different direction than what you might like them to, and it does make streaming these sorts of things awkward, and I you know, I appreciate you keeping a lid on it as much as you have been. Apologies for that, and I imagine it's particularly it might be particularly troubling to hear me you know, commentating and speculating and all that stuff, and not be able to say anything in response. Apologies for that, I guess. She's right, this is definitely not a spoiler. I don't know. At this point, it's been built up too much. I think maybe better just hold on to it. I don't know. Make a note to tell me later. We'll. I'm just gonna move on. Again, like as you said, there are only 2 more episodes left. I know they're long ones. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on. Let's the sooner I get through this, the sooner we can talk about stuff more freely. Moving along. Yeah, like 10 years ago. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. But don't they close pretty soon? Yes, but well, there's no time to lose then. Let's go ride rides. All right, fun. Whee! A couple of hours later. Aw man, they're about to close. That was still fun, MC. Thanks for bringing me here as a little surprise. Glad we got to spend even a little bit of time together. Well, we're not done yet. What do you mean? Come with me, Bun. Hmm? What's he got in mind? Open mouth fade out. What? What? You're going to a hotel? For what purpose? For what purpose are you going to a hotel, MC? What are we doing here, MC? Man, this place is fancy. We're staying here, of course. Staying here? Well, yeah, obviously. Why else would I bring you to a hotel? Come on. But we have school tomorrow, and our parents... Your dad is going to call school for you tomorrow and tell them that you're sick and will be out? Oof. Wow, okay. They're just preparing to have a wild night to themselves or something. I mean, I hope Sayori likes surprises. I mean, it's, that's... I mean, I don't know. If it was me, it's the kind of thing I would want to plan that out. I mean, I guess that's that's the autistic thing. I don't. Like just generally social gatherings and get-togethers are things I prefer to plan out and not have sprung on me unexpectedly. The news of, oh, by the way, you're not going to school tomorrow, being sprung on me would be uncomfortable. But yeah, hopefully Sayori likes surprises. Wrote for a bit directly and just got back. Ahoy, doing emails. MC even got 2 beds because he's a perfect gentleman. Ha ha ha. Anyway, moving on. Tell him that you're sick and will be out. And wouldn't you know, my parents really need me to be absent from school for a family trip. Sorry, how long did he book this hotel for? Need me to be absent from school. Yeah. You got them on board with us spending time together at a hotel? ... question mark? Well, I mean, that's not how I sold it to them, but yes. Told them I wanted to take you to a theme park for a few days. A few days? Yeah, we have 2 nights booked at the hotel and passes to the theme park for today, tomorrow, and Friday. Assuming you're okay with staying that long here, of course. You can leave early if you want, it's no problem. I know it's a lot to... No, this is so wonderful. But this must have been expensive. You shouldn't be spending all your money on this kind of thing. What else would I ever want to spend it on? And also time together with my girlfriend, watching her have fun. What else would be better? Why do you think I got that part-time job in the first place? It was so I could save up enough money to do this for you. But it's like the sunlight. It can't control the bad stuff in your brain. Yeah, I figured we were coming back to this theme. I can't make the depression better, so therefore just make the good times extra good kind of deal. I can't make you better. I'm learning to live with that. That doesn't mean I can't help with the good stuff, so I make your good times really, really good. And so I figure maybe that will help make up for some of the bad times. So I got that job in MC. That is incredibly sweet of you. I'm so glad you care that much about giving me moments of happiness. But there's something you ought to know. What's that? Did I mess up? No, you didn't mess up. Look at everything you did. But, I don't need all of this to be really, really happy. It's nice, but that's not really what makes me happy, even though it's exciting. I just like to be with you. I would have traded all of this for extra time with you at the times you were working over the past few months. Aw. That's what makes my time extra special. Just you. I think I get it. Just MC. Hey, I'm sorry I didn't consider that. I guess I was just really focusing on doing something grand for you. You did. I'm really happy about it. Ooh, look at the TV in this place. Let's watch TV. Oh, and they have one of those tiny fridges. It's so cute. Ah, and they left us candy bars in a basket. But they're probably really expensive. The upside of me working over the past few months is that you can have all the candy bars you want, bun. ... Exclamation mark. Yeah. Sorry, second most enthusiastic about tiny fridges in the club? Yeah. Second most enthusiastic? Wait, who's most enthusiastic then? I still would have just liked to be with you more, but candy bars? Yes. Yeah, it's cute. You'll see in time. Adorable, aren't they? I certainly never tire of watching them grow as a couple. Listen, your time here is almost over for now, but I wanted to tell you something. Next time you visit, things are going to be slightly different. We're going to... That's ominous, Yuri. There's a lot of ominousness going on in this episode. Headphone cord getting tangled again. Lots of ominousness going on in this episode. I mean, there's a lot of ominousness building up to it. Like Monica, whatever Monica's project is, her weird behavior, Yuri's weird project, her weird behavior, and you know, and some other things. I mean, we already commented on the fact that MC was trying to keep his job secret, and then suddenly Sayori just knew, and there was no explanation for that. And what else? Natsuki had some. What was it that Natsuki wanted to talk to Monica about? That she was. Okay, moving on. Next time you visit, things are going to be slightly different. Is that so? We're going to be trying an experiment. Okay, there was a sounded like a texting sound a moment ago. I was expecting Yuri to go, oh, I just got a text. But anyway, going to be trying to experiment. What's this we? Yuri's explicitly home alone right now. Like, her and who else? Like, I mean, there was mention of working together with Monica about something, but Monica's off with Natsuki right now, so don't be alarmed if the, well, I guess you'd call it a format from your perspective, if the format is a little different. I think you'll be pleased. And there's the notification sound again. So keep yourself well until next time, alright? And another notification sound. I look forward to our next meeting. But for now, time for me to go to bed, I think. Good night. Come on, pick up. That's all for now. What is happening? What is happening? Yuri, like, pointedly trying to avoid Natsuki. Natsuki not wishing to say goodbye to Yuri, just saying, we'll talk later anyway. Like they're avoiding each other. Yeah. That's all for now. Don't forget to email Monica at letitgo.press.monica@gmail.com if you have questions for the club or would like to join the Discord. Be back in this episode courtesy of Minical. Re was created by Static Quit. All other credits, yeah, yada yada yada. Thanks for playing club meetings. See you next time. Woohoo! It's the this has been the all setup with no payoff episode. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's the ominous episode of ominousness. Like everything. There's this feeling of impending, hanging over everything. Like something's about to go down, and it's not at all clear what. And there are hints in various directions, and Yeah, well, already looking forward to tomorrow's episode. That should be interesting. Got to build things up to pay them off. Yeah, episode 34. Things are vaguely unsettling. Yeah, exactly. You know what title I gave this episode? What you mean, like the intro message? Truth to Power. Wait, do these have titles? Episodes have titles on YouTube? Oh, okay. Huh. Truth to Power. I mean, isn't that isn't that like a Nietzsche thing? I mean that carries its own implications. Episode 31 was True Love Waits. Aww. I mean, yeah, that's the Surrey centered episode. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, I've already pontificated about this enough. Probably. It occurs to me I probably should have said at the top of the stream, anyone who's been following me weekly up to this point will probably be a bit confused because I did 5 extra episodes during the week this past week. So that's why there's a jump if anyone was confused. Sorry I didn't say it at the beginning of the stream. Well. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I've got nothing else except that yeah, Natsuki going, come on, pick up, suggests that something was not well on Natsuki's end at the end. And again, there's it didn't look like there was there was no consideration, like nobody even asked the question, well, doesn't seem to, the transferring the presidency doesn't seem to work. Well, how about if Yuri just uses the the single command by yourself to transfer presidency that way instead? Like try a bit of troubleshooting here. See if that works. Did they just collectively forget that that's an option? But yeah, yeah, Natsuki going to yeah, Monica going over to Natsuki's place is interesting. Wonder what they would have talked about. Just going there to hang out. What could have happened that would, because Natsuki saying come on, pick up didn't sound like it was just a usual I want to talk to my girlfriend thing. It was more of a something's wrong thing, like what could have happened there that would cause that response. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this is only 3.5 hours. That was surprisingly short compared to how long a lot of these have been. And once again, probably not going to rate out, but let's just take a peek. I mean, I really should be. Yeah, just taking a peek at. Yeah, not gonna bother with that. Episode 26 was named Now You Don't, and everyone was like, what does that even mean? And then they played it. Oof. As in, now you see me, now you don't? Yeah. Nifty. Favorite title was last episode, though, Leaving a Mark. Leaving a Mark? Oh, okay, punctuation mark, I get it. That's funny. That's cute. Anyway, this has been Yuri also left a mark. Well, I mean, I was thinking that, but I mean, like leaving a mark on Natsuki, for instance. We don't really know quite how frisky they get. I mean, it's all been sort of vague. Punching the homophobe? Oh, okay. Okay. Leaving a marked bite. Yeah, exactly. You know, like leaving hickeys or whatever. need to get some new art for Natsuki where she like has hickeys or something, and then just have nobody comment on it for the whole episode, or on Yuri for that matter, I suppose. Anyway, that's enough. I'm gonna. It would be nice if I could like get to bed at a reasonable-ish time and like get up earlier and get the stream in earlier. That would be cool. If I could just have a like not messed up sleep schedule, that would be cool. I'll see how I do, I guess. It works on some other level also, but I forget what right now. Oh, right. The other way was leaving a legacy a la Ri. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, get sleep. Indeed. Okay, yes, that's enough about enough from me. Thank you all for watching. Until next time.